when it got longer, it wouldn't grow evenly.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not letting it grow that long, even though it took like 8 months. For y'all, it's a couple weeks. That was 8 months of work.
Oh, we know.
We're
You're all terrible people.
We don't judge you for it. We just make fun of you.
Two different things.
I use that same logic. I don't judge you. You're not a bad person, but I'm going to get my chuckles off of your expense.
100%.
But now it's all visible all the way around.
I just wish you had this piece.
When I tell you, there's just that little piece there. And when I don't care, this actually does grow in, but it's like 2 strands.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'm 35, and literally it's to the point where like I am starting to grow more hair on my face, but it's a slow process.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
I'm going through like puberty 2.0. It's weird.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's get this cracking. What up, guys? Welcome to another Nerdz Ramblings Podcast. We have a special guest with us, our buddy, young Scotty. Hard-working, blue-collar gentleman, father, American, nerd.
There it is. Scott, watch this later. He's gonna add like graphics to just him though.
Okay, that's fine.
Should have joined me, then you would have had it. You don't want to do it, so just me, my square, just me.
Griff, can I ask you a question? Do you have the ability to crop in any kind of fireballs to do kamehamehas of that sort?
Not for you.
Huh?
Not for you.
Oh, then no, I'm not gonna put
Yes.
because I say if I get one of those, I might do something. But if I can't, don't worry about it,
I
man.
want you to be the special you're warming it up. It's me.
No, you get the Destructo disc. You just...
No, I'm gonna give a Wolfang fist.
It's too much to be cooling a Yamcha. No, y'all not gonna do me like it.
In fact, I'm gonna see if I can just get like crop your background, just have the crater.
Yes, yes.
Defeated Yamcha. Get out of here.
Put the defeated Yamcha on your shoulder.
I know how petty that is. They be like, Lee's power level's up there with the best of them, but for some reason, he's last on the roster. Like, what? Hate y'all. I ain't worried about y'all though. Y'all can't with me.
When your starting lineup's so good.
Is it?
Yeah.
But y'all catching it at E3?
I saw a
no.
little bit. I saw a couple ads. E3 is not great so far.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect, to be honest with you. I was like,
some guys-
I'll just kind of look at the recaps.
Bro, no, that's what I'm saying. I've been looking at just like I'll see like a game get like advertised. So I'll go, okay, let me look and see what's happening.
Yeah.
I have 2 points I'd like to make now for things I saw in the last 2 days, because these are things that interest me. And then my interest got, number one, so you know how Marvel's Avengers came out and pretty much most nerds have agreed it wasn't great?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the exact same thing, but Guardians. So when I saw the gameplay, like I only saw maybe like 3 minutes of game. I got to look at more, and I'll admit I need to look at more gameplay. It literally looks like Marvel's Avengers, but Guardians.
I got to see actual game. I didn't know if that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
actual.
But it reminded me of. I'm like, dude, Marvel's Avengers. And my problem with this, I said this before. Yeah. Marvel's Avengers literally looked and played like a launch PS3 360 title.
Yeah.
I was like, how do I have all these heroes, no open world, no select the way I want to, no customization? How they don't look like the comic characters or the movie characters?
Yeah.
How'd you pull
that? I couldn't get past the demo. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it.
You know, it was weird because it's funny because every Guardians looks different, like movie, then like the Marvel Avengers TV show, then like all their styles, like they always tweak them to where they always look generic. But the game, I was like, y'all take none of them. I said, y'all didn't take any. Even a raccoon looks a little. I was like, Shiny? Did you shiny his fur or something? What is
it doesn't make sense because look, if I'm making the game, right, and I have the full license, you can go, okay, there's movie likeness, there's cartoon likeness, there's comic license.
And I understand the movie license because you got to pay extra for the actors.
Right, put that aside.
But
no comic,
you got the
cartoon?
comic. Yeah, I was like, you got these. Like they went totally different design. I was like, really? I was like, this got to be for some toy shit. Just be like, we get to sell new toys.
Bro. But some toys already exist, and they don't like that either.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Oh, second thing, this one was weird. This is a weird one. They're relaunching Final Fantasies 1 through 6.
They're starting with 1. So 1 got announced. And it looks, the gameplay, did you watch any of the gameplay?
Now, I only saw stills of it, but that's not even what I'm getting at. It's going to be on Steam, mobile. Yeah. I'm like, you just skipped the whole middle section here. You went from mobile to Steam. First,
I think they are going to put out on consoles, but I saw announcements like not until 22 and later.
No, bro. There's literally apparently there's actually a Switch petition out please put on the Switch. There's a petition
you can look up dude. There. I mean, most Final Fantasy games are on the Switch.
No.
But they're remaking to updated graphics 7 and stuff look like.
No. Switch they have it's Switch is 7, 8, I think in 12.
But they got 10 and 10 too.
7, 8, 10, and 12.
No, we're talking about something different. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're talking about the re-release.
It's 1 through 6.
I'm talking about so they just announced Final Fantasy Origins. And that's going to be
different.
Yeah,
that's different.
No, that's not. It looks.
But it is one.
No, it's not.
It is. That's what they said.
One. No, I know what they said, but when you get a chance, look at one. No.
Forget what they said.
Listen. I'm not trying to be funny. Look, when you see the one trailer, look at it. Look at the main characters on the front. Now go look at one. It's not even. It literally looks like.
I know they don't look the same.
Same. No, not same, bro. It's like. It looks like someone took something from Final Fantasy 7 Remake and then just called it Origins. Even the backgrounds look more futuristic. It doesn't look like, because I was looking at it and said, am I tripping about, because it's called Origins, not called 1. It's called Origins.
Yeah, so I heard it is 1. It's got Chaos and, the dudes are named the same, even though.
Is it based before 1 maybe? Before? A prequel to 1?
Nah, they said it's 1.
Now, something I did see before E3.
Stuff look totally weird.
Like I said, I got to look some more because some stuff I've been seeing now. I will say one thing that was.
Matter of fact, the demo was out. They had the demo out. It crashed. So they took it back.
Of course it did.
It's supposed to come
out. I
was
going to download it. I was going to download it tonight.
Because people rushed to it or whatever, but it crashed. So they're saying they're fixing the bugs. And I think the 22nd, they're going to re-release it.
Okay, because I was going to download that tonight. Now, something I did see that predates E3. Something everyone's been wanting for the last 3 years. They're finally doing a remake of a game with Octopath Traveler graphics. Dragon Quest III is getting a remaster with Octopath Traveler graphics. Literally, every nerd group I'm in is like, yes.
Yeah, I want that.
Yes.
I want that.
Because when they put Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 on the Switch with the original graphics but smoother, it was like watching Deadpool. It's like, MF, you're hard to look at.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I don't want these.
Updated graphics? That'd be legit. That'd be awesome.
Right, it looks like Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, I'd be down with that for sure. I'm pumped about Elden Ring, though. Elden Ring looks...
If it wasn't a Souls type game, I'm pre-ordering it today. But I don't do Souls games.
I don't either. But I might have to suffer through it. Elden
Ring looks sexy, though. I remember when I saw the trailer, I was like, this is a game I think the style of game I think nobody didn't want. It's we'd all play this.
Yeah.
But I don't want to die 30 times in the second hour. That's not fun for me.
Look, I get it. I got 3 kids, a wife, activities, all that stuff. I get it. I'm right there with you. But there's some things like Returnal. It takes 4 hours to get through a playthrough of Returnal. I'm still gonna do it. It's just gonna suck.
When I get a 5, I want to try Returnal because it looks so good and so different that it's like. Maybe this won't be stupid because I heard in Returnal you keep your weapons. So I was like, that makes a difference. So I don't die from scratch.
I haven't kept any of the weapons that I picked up. I've just kept the pistol. Because I made it to the second world.
I thought when you died, you came back with all the stuff you had when you died.
I haven't, unless I'm doing something wrong. I haven't. I have to pick up new weapons. You might get a weapon, but you're no. I lose a lot of stuff.
And thing is, because I played Death Stranding and I played Control, Returnal looks like those games. I love both those games.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is a dope style of game, but that's why I didn't play Hades. I wanted to play Hades, but I was like,
dude, Hades is top tier. Hades is best roleplay. Dude, I heard it's
a great game. I don't want to die 30 times to get to 2 hours, like through 2 hours.
No, man, it's so good. I've got about, I don't know, maybe 60 hours on the PC and about 30 on the Switch. Like, I love Hades, man. That's my game.
What's the game with what's his name? George R. Martin and the Dark Souls guys are collaborating on?
That's Elden Ring, right? Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's Elden Ring.
That game looks insane. That looks like if Dark Souls took crack and steroids. Like, it looks like turned up. It's turned up. Like, it's not just, look at my little slash against a giant dragon. Can I just say, for you Souls fans, why do you find it fun to fight Devil May Cry and God of War bosses with Solid Snake controls? Why is that fun? That's not fun to me. Roll. Giant dragon with fire breath. Roll. Giant with a meat cleaver. Oh, look at my little roll.
I mean, the real question is, for all the Souls fans, why do you enjoy dying 37 times just to try and beat one boss?
From a level 1 skeleton, no, forget the boss.
Oh yeah, level 1. I can't even tell you how many times I died just getting through like the tutorial of Demon Souls. Like,
but what gets me is, but it doesn't make sense. Like, I remember playing, I played the demo for the first Neo game, which is just like those. And I remember, I was like, it looks fun. It looks like, samurai, ninja, whatever, Japan. And I remember I came across like the first undead guy who slashed at me, and I said, was that half my life bar? That doesn't make sense. You have no muscles. He literally just lazy. I'm like, half? That was half?
Swords hurt, man.
Listen, swords hurt? But he literally has on armor and the dude slashes like this.
Oh, man, I think the big grab for those games is like it's rewarding when you figure out the mechanics and all of that. You learn how to block and then you get past something and you're like, oh man, you actually feel accomplished. There's a sense of accomplishment there, which is lacking in a lot of games right now.
Well, see, the thing about Souls games, if you could give me a midpoint, I like that better. Like if I play like certain games, certain action RPG games, oh look, I unlocked a more powerful thing that will help me be better. I unlocked the big weapon that's a stronger attack power. I unlocked the strong armor. This game is like, nah, same damage.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't want it. I want a big, strong cloud sword. I don't want to do more damage. I want to do more damage as I get better. It doesn't hold your hand, no, but teach me. My buddy's playing Dark Souls 2, and I was like, and I remember I didn't look up in the tutorials, but I said, bro, where did you get magic from? How did you do that? I was so lost. I was like, bro, I used to figure out games quick. I was like, how'd you do that?
Tutorial, man.
I should have Googled tutorials. I should have just Googled stuff. I tried to just play through it like it's a regular game, and
at least we have the ability to Google that just like, hey, what do we do? Because imagine trying to play that in 94.
Fam, when we were young and you play like those long RPGs, and you'd be like, where do I go next?
Mm-hmm.
You just wander the world.
When you actually get them, try to grab the book, but it's literally just giving you like showing you your own controller. That's a triangle button. You're like, man, where's the game?
Yeah, that's a waste of like 3 pages on the X button, the Y button. I'm like,
I like how like every game just assumed this was your first purchase ever. It was just like, this is how a controller works. You press that, but that's a start. That's options.
Because the book be this thick. I'm like, you wasted 30 pages. But see, that makes me mad. You ever play those games? Doesn't happen often where they'll be like it'd be whatever game 3, and they'll be like, first time playing or veteran. I'm like, been playing these, veteran. Yes, speak the nonsense. The first time you can click and go, okay, yay.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time.
I love those options. It's like, I'll just skip that tutorial, please. Thank you. So, I'll figure it out.
I think all the Xbox users are going to finally be happy now that another Halo is actually officially coming out.
Yeah, are they
2022.
Are they doing a battle royale for that? Has that been announced?
That'd be a good idea, I guess.
It'd be a good idea because that's all the market is right now.
Can
I just say I'm one of those people that hates battle royals? I hate them.
I don't think I've ever played a battle royal.
Well, I hate them because they're flooding the market. Like I feel like
they're overdoing it.
It's making games like Call of Duty multiplayer, Battlefield. That's why I'm glad Battlefield's not doing battle royal because I feel like it's going to take away from the modes that that's the staple, you know.
Yeah,
2042.
Yeah, 2042.
Yeah.
I think they announced just the other day they're not doing a battle royal, and I was so happy.
My thing is that could be DLC later. Like focus on the core stuff. DLC, make that later. That can come later.
Yeah.
Now, don't take the last Battlefield. I remember the last Battlefield where it was like you got the game and like let's say you do campaign and then literally you click on like 5 different game modes. It'd be like coming soon. I'm like coming soon? What you mean coming soon? Like at launch, the game had literally like things you couldn't click on, and I'd be like, when?
What's the point? What's the point of launching then? Like, what's the point? Just wait a couple months.
And they talked big, and that last Battlefield, they talked big crap and tried to pander, and it did not work. If you don't like it, don't buy it. People were saying, okay.
See, I haven't played a Battlefield since 2, but I might have to cop this one. I might have to go back to it.
I might have paid 3.
It was 3 was good.
I didn't play Hardlines. I didn't play Hardline at all.
I played 4. It had a weird dip because after Hardline, they're supposed to come back. Then they went back in time to try to do what Call of Duty did. It was like
Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1.
Yeah, they did Battlefield 1.
And I was like, it looked amazing, but it was like, oh, I have this. Everything's a pump, one-shot rifle, or old Nazi pistols, and I'm like,
it's hard to have all the bells and whistles, and then your next game you get none of them. They're gone.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 reminded me of filler arcs. Battlefield 1 reminded me of a good filler arc in anime where you'd be like, you watch a filler arc and you'd be like, hey, is this whole arc not going to have the transformations and the big attacks? I don't want less power. I want more power.
It's sad.
I want less.
And plus, you're going through a
reason.
Whole generation of people who have no idea what these weapons look like. Like, you get all these grenades, so it's like, wait, is this smoke bomb or explosive grenades? So you're just throwing shit to see what it does. It's like, they're all kind of long. What is...
Yeah.
There's no stun. Shit wasn't invented yet.
It's a stick. It's not a grenade. It's a stick.
Yeah, only thing you know is like, this one's red. This is definitely dynamite.
Yep, it's got to be.
Smoke.
Oh, it's a flare. No.
Too realistic. Oh, you got this wet. It's a dud. You're like, come on, man. Everything's wet.
We don't want that much realism. What was that? What was that game where you're a knight? It was like supposed to be really hard and realistic. It was like medieval something 1472 or something weird like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Talking about that one where it was. What was
like
that?
It's hard. Like they said, like it's not like a Souls game. It's a survival game where like you have to like learn how to sword fight. You could die in the initial training.
That's not the multiplayer game, right? Where it was
no. This game Kingdom was called like Kingdom
Come or Kingdom Deliverance.
Like it was something like that, bro. They said like that game was like hard because it was like you learn, like it wasn't like Souls were you're just weak in a godlike world. It was like you had to learn to fight and then survive every single sword fight, and it was like I understand what you're trying to do, but I kind of want to be a badass hero.
Right.
I don't. That is. Right. Like imagine you dropped in the world and it's like I want to be a Power Ranger. Here, you can be a kung fu student at a local school. Like, I don't. Why would I want that?
It's not even.
Yeah, like that should be just like a cutscene, you know.
They just come to your village. You're like, man, I'm a farmer. It's like, here's a sword. Figure this out. People are going to attack you anytime. Like, wait, what?
That's what, like with
Does
media,
he not know
we're
how to
just
fight
spoiled.
either? No, they know how to fight. You got to figure it out. You just like, no, he's so much better.
We're spoiled with media though, because like all of the heroes are super overpowered. I mean, you look at, My Hero. You look at One Piece. All of these, even comic books. The heroes always win. They're always super powered.
But I will say this: when you watch movies and TV show, what usually happens is when they start with the hero, they're already trained.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like we're spoiled with that. Like so we think the game should be like that too because other media is like that.
It's funny because anime's doing they were on this big wave where it's like OP heroes or whatever, like getting brought into another world and they get cheat codes for some reason. But movies, we're getting a lot of grimy heroes. Like they're good, but they taking hell of a beatings now.
Hey, not ReZero. Not ReZero.
Oh well,
yeah. But he gets murdered. And Invincible, he gets murdered.
Oh,
That's not anime though.
That's true.
And that's old. That's been out for a while. It's just
it's like
transfer.
03. Bro, he catches when Battle Beast opened his stomach up. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, like even like so really since like John Wick and stuff, the gritty is going back to like almost a Die Hard. It's like he's extremely good, but he's taking punches to the face. Then they got Nobody. I was like, he's just pure
Daredevil
will.
TV show. Daredevil TV show.
Yeah,
I watched like the first scene and a half, and it was like he would win, but he came out with the like I can what's like Captain America? I can go all day.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't heal for the rest of the season. Punisher had the same black eye after episode 3 to the end. He's like, you didn't kill me.
Adrian.
He did go into this like Rocky Balboa impression at some point in the series.
I can't wait for John Wick 4 though. John Wick 4.
Bro. I swear.
Man.
Oh, Scott, to your point though, I will say this about the overpowered, like the anime part. Those are normally the transports from another world though, so it's like the rules change. Like in their world, they be regular. Then they go to the world and they powerful.
Are they though? Yeah. Are they regular?
They're like nerds or some like dudes.
Yeah, they be like gamers or something.
Not in all anime.
No,
you look at like the main staples of anime, right?
No, I'm talking about
we're talking these last.
No, I'm talking about the
years,
isekais.
yeah.
I'm talking about the transport to another world ones.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
I got
stuff
you.
like that. Yeah.
Now, My Hero, I will give My Hero credit. At least they had like a little opening training arc for a few episodes.
At least it took them 2 seasons of like my arm.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you can't use your arms anymore. You have to use your legs. Go figure it out.
I will say that, yeah, because he's strong, but it's like it hurt bad.
But you look at like I said, the staples. Like you go to Naruto Shippuden, and he's just he's rarely getting his ass kicked. Yeah, people are dying, but he's not.
He's a human.
He took all his lickings in Naruto being trash.
Yeah, he's a kid.
He did.
Yeah.
But
Shippuden, it was like everybody's like, when is Naruto coming? I was like, yeah, y'all can't, y'all can't hold nobody off.
Hey, the pain arc when Sakura said Naruto when he came through with the hard drip, I remember being like, Sakura, don't say my man's name, dog. I don't like you. I don't like you, dog. She treated my man's like dirt. Now it's like, nah, get off my meat, dog. Don't worry about me, dog. Do with your absentee husband.
Naruto won. That's all that matters.
Hinata is everything.
Yeah.
RDC had that one hilarious skit when he was like, the ninja's supposed to be bodyguarding this one dude. He's like, hey, I'm gonna take a nap, y'all. Y'all got me. And then 2 rogue ninjas came up, but they were like, they didn't graduate. I forgot what level they were. Like only when you're out of the school, where you first get your headbands.
Yeah.
He was calling me. He's like, oh, y'all got this. They low level. Y'all got that. He turned around. He's like, y'all dead? He said, what is this ranking system?
Why do we have a ranking system? Remember that? He's like, why do we lose already?
He said, y'all black ops. How y'all dead? I was like, it can't be like that.
What's the one? He said, the show's called Desmond. It's not called Mark. How do you watch it?
He found you a side character. He said,
I'm not weak. He's like, am I weak? He said,
looking for the sacred beast. He's like, ain't nobody ever called me that. What was I thinking?
He said, nah, you can go on. Man, I ain't nobody. He's like, hold on, man. Maybe I should. Maybe. Listen, I'm gonna be brave too, but I'm gonna be brave with my life.
I'll be brave at home.
Damn.
I'll be brave at home.
Why can't I just be the noodle shop dude? He just be here waiting for Naruto to come. Hey man, I got your noodles, man.
Yeah,
fam.
Don't worry about paying me. It's cool.
Did he even get hurt during the pain arc? Almighty push. I think he was fine. He was like, I'm over here now.
No, that was his. You didn't see the side episodes. He got a little food truck. He went somewhere else. He was perfectly safe. He was necessary.
He's like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he's necessary to the story. Naruto needs those noodles.
No, he eats too much ramen and salt, to be in shape, bro. That's too much carbs and salt to be in that good of shape, bro.
He burns it
off.
You
eat every day.
Hey, it's got eggs in it.
I figure chocolate. The chocolate burns that off. Ain't no diabetics in the ninja.
That's got to be it. The chocolate burns it off. That's got to be it. Sure. That makes sense. I will go with
Plus,
that.
it'd be like what, 18?
Oh, he's young.
Yeah, he's got that metabolism. It's all good.
I remember kid eating terrible diet, having energy all day.
Matter of fact, that's not right. It's our ramen has salt and stuff in it. They got the real one. They use hot water and make their noodles fresh.
And MSG, King of Flavor.
We over open up packs. You know what?
Bruh,
more MSG and salt.
I see ramen every now and again trying to eat healthier. For the first time in my life, I dare to actually look at the packet closely. I've seen sodium levels behind food. I've never seen a 1 and a comma.
Yeah, it's all sodium.
Yeah.
I knew it was high, but there's more salt in a pack of ramen.
They coat the inside of the package with sodium to keep it preserved.
Fam, in one pack, then there is in like whole meals.
Mm-hmm.
You eat a whole.
I'm pretty sure one pack is like the daily recommended amount of sodium.
That's over 1,000, and some of them are 1,200. I was like, I knew it was high, but I was like, all right, I can't even play around with it no more. I'm like, I can't even have that sample every now. Just
they make you put it in water so you can try to wash some of that sodium off. But
you just take half. Just use half the packet.
That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to break it in half. People are like, what? This is half? This is 2 servings? Oh man, I'll be double bagging this.
I used to eat 2 packets.
Yeah, 2 packets.
Oh yeah,
4 servings.
I get 2 packets, use the flavor packets, and then I'd be like, all right, give me the chili powder, give me the garlic, like
hot sauce.
Yes, like give me everything.
But that's one thing that makes me mad about when I first started trying to eat cleaner. I don't like serving sizes because you'll be like, as an adult, if you are any kind of active, suggested serving sizes are nothing. You'll get a can of like chunky soup. As an adult, if you don't move and you sit still all day, okay, eat half a can. That's cool. Walk 30 yards. Lift anything heavier than 5 pounds. You telling me chunky soup is 2 servings?
Yeah, that's something I'm struggling with too.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to exercise and eat healthier, and I'm like, I'm supposed to eat 1,800 calories a day, but the serving sizes are like my kids' size.
Yeah, like
my kids will get full,
these?
and I'm like, no, I need more. I need more.
Like who measured this? Like, you know how adult hunger works, especially if you're active.
Yeah.
No. Do you know the nerve you have to be a company to put your stuff in cans and tell somebody, nah, only half of that. I can't refill this.
How am I supposed to preserve the other half?
Nah, man, this is for couples. You just didn't know.
Couples. You didn't know this is family size.
Family
size.
That's what get me. You'll be like, bro, I know people in great shape, and I'm like, fam, they don't eat like this. People who I know are in great shape, I'd be like, you can't eat like this and be in shape.
That bag of chips, you know you're only supposed to get 1 handful, right?
If you've ever tried to be like, I'm talking about in the gym active and eat beneath a certain calorie count, you will feel like death. You'll feel like death. You'll be like, I one time tried to work out heavy lifting, and I was like, I'm gonna eat like a protein bar. I'm talking about like, I didn't have a big lunch. I had like a small lunch, like a protein bar, and then worked out like 2 hours later. When I tell you, when your stomach starts like being like, please help me. Put it back.
Those are lies.
Yeah, it's rough, man. Like I was doing P90X and trying to eat healthier, and like it was getting to the point where I was always having headaches.
Man, it makes you physically sick.
Always like, I was like, this sucks, man.
That's why a lot of that's why I learned from a trainer that we have with this gym. That's why you have to eat a certain way and eat a different kind of calorie, and you can eat more of that, and then it's like it balances out when you eat different. And it was like, once I learned that, I realized certain foods we were eating, the reason why it is what it is, because like for example, chunky soup without the gravy is probably healthy for you, but it's like all gravy.
Yeah.
Y'all catch that new show on Netflix, Teresa?
I'm about to start that today. I had it added to my list. I did finish Sweet Tooth though.
See, I need to start Sweet Tooth. That's on my list.
No. I wasn't going to look at Griff's face. I wasn't going to. But then I watched the first episodes. I was eating. You know, you like when we got food. Now I gotta have some on TV when I'm eating, bro. Like, and I clicked play. I said, hold on. It was actually all right because you think it's gonna be just kid friendly. People die. They don't come back. Children die.
Yeah, I mean it's a weird concept. Like post-apocalyptic virus makes hybrids.
It's a book or something, right?
Comic. Yeah,
it's a comic. Yeah, I'm
gonna check it out.
So, no, that Teresa, I think I'm about 5 in or something. It was,
You like it?
it's interesting. It's
It's
almost
Filipino, right? Like Filipino, something like that.
the what
Like
art
like
or
the
something?
country that no, like I think somebody said it's either made in the Philippines or like the star is Filipino, something like that. Like the girl and the star, and she like
It's
from
mad. I want to say Mexican, some type of Latino, but
oh maybe I didn't pay attention. That's my fault. Never mind.
I want to say Mexican, but it's reminded me of that other uh, Netflix
Say
movie.
Seis Manos.
Yeah,
Okay, if that's like
without
that,
without the kung fu, it's no kung fu, but it's almost like
I like kung fu though.
it's a supernatural type of world. It's funny because all right, Castlevania. It's a Mexican modern time Castlevania.
Okay.
I might say that's a
I'm
night
not
though.
hating that. Yeah,
So
Right,
it's a
amen.
world of all these different monsters. It's not just focused on vampires. So it's all these different monsters, and it's like weird because they're
Like Witcher. Like Witcher has lots of different kinds of monsters. Like Witcher.
even bigger universe.
Okay, I'm in there.
Because there's other supernatural stuff like it's like from that culture, whatever. Like there's this electro demon and stuff like that. But apparently, the main girl Teresa, that's their last name. Her dad was like supernatural detective, whatever. He was like the protector of whatever the town is. He was like their go-to, solve problems between humans and both, whatever. So that's their family job. Keep the supernatural stuff in humans,
Like Olivia
type of
Pope with
peace.
less
Right.
Olivia Pope with less stupid life choices.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Way less stupid life choice. So something happened to dad. They ain't say nothing about what happened yet, what happened to him, but the girl's taking over.
Okay.
So they're in the middle episodes as they're showing her doing her detective stuff, figuring out stuff, and it's dark. It's not really happy endings, not really sad. It's just like it is what it is. A lot of times,
Okay.
like in the demon world, you just gotta accept losses.
like,
Just
like I hope you make it. That's a win.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like they got this girl like, all right, we got her back, but they're gonna have to get another sacrifice. You're like, damn.
I can roll with that.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I love dark storylines because to me, when the storyline's darker, you can take the story more places.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this
So
is dope because
I
it's
appreciate that.
original. And this is, like I said,
So-
original stuff. You don't have to remake.
So can nobody
something.
spoil it? Can nobody spoil it? Because it's like it's not
Yeah.
based on nothing. But that's like back in the early 2000s. There was an anime that came out called Heroic Age. I loved Heroic Age, but it was not based on a manga. It was completely written as a show. So when you was watching it, there was no spoiler. If you couldn't find something out, you had to just watch it. Like you couldn't. You had to like watch it. And I was like, I really liked that show, but then didn't get no more seasons. So there was that. There's that.
It picks up, but yeah, the voice acting with her, everybody else is fine. With her, the first episode, I was just like, it's her first time.
You said her first time?
Yeah, it got better later. It just didn't flow right or something. I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching this, but the stories are pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Probably start tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, love some good violence, fake violence.
They wrapped up. Speaking of Witcher, they wrapped up on it. So,
Because what's the face? I think
Yes,
they said
coming
some.
out next year, right?
yeah, if
They said some girl, that blonde black girl, had to leave the show. Did they? Like they said she had to leave it for some reason. Like there was another girl. Hold on, unless that was the prequel. Did the season 2 wrap up or did the prequel wrap up?
No, this season 2.
Yeah,
They haven't
Okay.
started the prequel thing yet.
That maybe it was the prequel. Then never mind.
You're talking about the first Witcher you're talking about, right?
Well, whatever the prequel season is going to be about.
Yeah, they're supposed to do one that's like about the very first Witcher.
Because when I played 2 and I played 3, the games, and when I tell you, me and you talked about this before, Scott, you might be able to relate to this. Have you ever watched, read, played, whatever, and they'll flashback or tell you about something in the past, and you'll be like, I want that story.
Yeah, 100%.
Because when they tell you about the Witcher, when Geralt and his homies talk about how they used to train, it starts off with a gang of boys, and then they're weeded out, and then after they're weeded out, you have these tests that involve, I think, physical, magical, and then chemical mutation. Everyone doesn't survive the mutation. If anyone here has ever played Dragon Age Origins and you drink the dark blood, it's literally like that, except it leaves you unable to reproduce, but immensely powerful, extends your age, and like you become immune to like poisons and sickness. But like the toll it takes is like you might have a class of 20 boys come out with 3 witchers. And when I say come out with 3, I mean 3 survive. Not, oh, we drop out. No. 3 left alive. And so they kind of work kind of like
Well, they tried to do that with like the Witches Coven almost. It seemed like season 1. Like they showed glimpses of like her training becoming a sorcerer.
And the one girl lost her hand in the first class.
Yeah, they showed glimpses. So
if you say the spell wrong or something, or you don't manifest it right, it's like.
Bro, she said, ah! She said, the teacher goes, everything has a price. Heifer, you could have told me that before this.
Yep.
I would have believed you.
Equivalent exchange.
If a super old mage tells me, hey, do this spell right. Yes, ma'am, I'll do whatever you say. I don't want to lose my hand.
See, I'd just go home. I'm too nervous for all that. I'll just go home.
Fam, when she sacrificed her uterus to look pretty, I was like, there's a lot of magic available. I would have studied a little longer first.
Yeah.
And then she kept thinking, I'm gonna find a way to get it back. But I kept thinking to myself, you sacrifice the organ itself. I don't think like you can't just magic it back. Like maybe her price.
Dude told her, he was like, "No, this is gonna shoot. I don't care. It can be whatever." And it was like, man, I don't want that. It's like, what you think it's gonna be?
No, I would have been like, hey, is there any magic spell to replace an organ? Like I would have had all kind of questions. Like, can I replace my sperm or something? Like,
dude already told her, like, after she went through all that other crazy stuff, he was like, you can't. There's nothing for that.
Because there's rejuvenation somewhere. There's got to be.
And the thing that got me about that, and that was a plot hole to me in the show, because it was like this. Okay, so this stuff was a physical thing you did, right? Used to do the spell, right? A spell by itself can't, like, you have to get that back somehow. Like you remember, you sacrificed it, then the magic came. So it's like that's a whole organ.
No backsies.
Yeah, no take backs.
That's what he said. It was like the whole point with the sacrifice is like you can't, because they're not gonna be like, oh, I'm done using my magic, you can have it back.
Literally, she'd have to find a way to recreate a uterus that's compatible with her body and then put it back in her body. And it's like, I don't think that exists.
First of all, it's medieval times. What you think you get?
They had no blood types back then.
That's what I'm saying. Like the levels to get there, it's like you had to know.
Well, when when she was laying on there, he came out with hooks and stuff. I was like, what surgery do you think about?
Hey, look, she was cute. She's back right, but it was like, was it work? Like if you told me, Lee,
it was hot girl summer in that new face too.
Like if you told me, hey, if someone looked at me and said, hey, Lee, you can be as tall as you want, as muscular as you want, with no exercise, complete healthy, you shooting blanks, and you're gonna live for 80 more years. Like I don't know if I want to shoot blanks. Don't think I would sacrifice that.
And sign me up. I'd do it. Sign me up.
Let me put some in her first. Then come back.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Have one or two. You'll change your mind quick. Hey, I'll do it.
I'll give Jessica Yennefer some props though, because she was live when she wasn't looking all that great, and she kept that same energy.
Yes, she did.
She was like, you know what? Anybody can get hit this, man. It's okay.
Hey. When the one dude, when she got, look, I know they, the way that the timeline, like years and years have passed, Witcher, they don't age like that, witches or witchers. And the light-skinned dude, she found him again, like on some mission or whatever. And it was like, basically it was like, so listen, I know how things was between us, because they both really played each other, but the difference was, I think he still wanted her. And then she was like,
he didn't really want to do it, but dude brought him in.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He wanted, in general, deception aside, because they both did it, he still wanted to be with her. She was like, nah, I knew what this was, and thank you for helping me get my props up. And I was like, all right. Years go by, he sees her again, he was like, no, and just walked out. And I was like, he's a G for that. And like you said with the sacrifice, Yennefer had an issue, even the game she's like this, but she don't realize when you feeling yourself, what you do here will come back on you.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're pretty now. You got a lot of magic ability now. But 50 years with that youth, you might get lonely.
In fact, shout out to him, because she was hunchback.
He was in there, bro. He was in there, bro.
Sacrifices.
Hey, bro. When they took her when she was a kid, it was so sad. Y'all gonna let them take me? I'm like, oh, she's so sweet.
They're like, yeah. You
like, listen, you eat a lot of. We got a lot of kids to feed, and you ugly. So
yeah,
bro.
What is that? I can't marry you off. Like, get out of
right. It's like you're just wasting space right now.
I was like, damn, bro. Like that would turn me kind of savage too. I mean, I'm not sacrificing.
Yeah, that's your people's.
Like I might have just learned some magic and been like, over the years, shrink the. Okay, over the years, it might have took me 50 years, but I'd have just tried to fix myself a different way.
She was super powerful. That was
years,
why everybody wanted it.
It's too late then.
Like I'm not going through sacrifice. I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna do anything else before that. Like everything else, I'm gonna try. Okay, for me, I'd have been graduated on my first mission. Then I've been like, okay, I got to do it now. Okay, maybe.
And see, that's why me and you were side characters, because you're gonna go the slow way, and I'm just not gonna do it. I'm lazy. Yeah. I'm just not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it. Like for me to do the sacrifice, obviously it's a plot point, so it had to happen. I'm like, let me study some more. Let me travel around and study other magics before I just. And look, if she was gonna be grindy, can I sacrifice somebody else? Which is petty, but then I get to live and be comfortable.
He should have smashed the glow up her though.
Yeah, he should have.
Just 100% principle. Yeah.
What they say? What's that? One time. What they say? One time for the one time though.
Yeah.
One time for the one time though. Yeah. Hey, listen. I know. Look, he's been like, "You right, Jennifer. Let's give this a go." And then been like, "Listen, I know what I said." But you so fine now, and you can't get pregnant. So
yeah,
he didn't have to say now. He could have just got him. Just like, woo! All right, so, got a conference.
Where's your conference? It's 3 kingdoms away.
Yeah,
and I ain't got no teleportation magic, so it's gonna be a good year. Yeah. I should write you. I don't know his castle yet. I can't even.
Yeah, I'm gonna move around a lot. You just, don't worry about it. I'll find you if it's meant to be. We'll fight each other.
Bro, plus it's like, notice, look, he probably do the sacrifice. He's like, she can't get pregnant. I have no risks. Except she
weren't worried about that. Nobody in the show.
But
that's true.
Why when you watch old school shows, people never worry about pregnancy. You'll be like,
because it's a show.
I know. But then my thing is, it was like, but then I thought to myself, she's also powerful. So that might be a risk. She a good magician mage, witch heifer. She might do some damage.
And she's
petty. And she petty. Yeah, she petty.
Oh yeah.
Because in The Witcher 3, so I didn't realize this because in the game I was a sleut. So in the game I romanced every chick they let me romance, like every one of them. Trisha, the redhead girl, and Yennefer. Not important. I beat this game like years ago. The redhead girl that was like the one he got with in like 2, and then Yennefer, and I think there was somebody else. I tried to get. Look, I was like that dude on the community. Like anybody could get it. I was trying to get every chick.
What you do in our games?
But
Grand Theft, right? I'm trying to have all the girlfriends. Yeah.
But Witcher 3 Witcher 3 has a caveat. What happened is when you finally, like, you get with one of them, then you won't see him for a while. Get another one, you don't see her for a while. Get another one, then you get like towards the final missions for you actually fight the wild hunt, and you go into this like where Jennifer's like, meet me over here, and then Trisha was like, I'm gonna come too, and I'm like, I'm about to have all of them. You get to the room, they lock you up, and down to my end, brown panty. Then they be like, yeah, you're not slick, bye, and they leave you locked up and they leave.
What?
And you lose all your chicks.
Man, that's frustrating.
Apparently, Persona 5 has a scene like that too. If you get all the romances, there's like a Valentine's Day thing that happens, and they'd be like, "So which one? Which one of it?" They mad. They meet you in the coffee shop and they mad. They're like, "So which one of us?" I was like, I probably looked at us. That's petty.
That's bad game mechanics because that's just selfish.
Yeah. Apparently, if you have enough charisma, though, you can somehow finesse your way. What Patrice O'Neal say? Twinkle, twinkle, baby, twinkle, twinkle. You can kind of finesse your way and like still kind of keep them, but they mad at you, but you still got them. And I was like, I like that you made it not easy and it's not realistic. It's like you're not gonna win that.
It's like you got it. If there's a hot tub in the room, you're like, aha, I got no points.
But like they keep it real. It's like, dang, they feelings is hurt.
It be like that sometimes.
It's about surviving.
It is.
Man, there's demons in the world. Y'all really tripping?
There's worse
playing a game like that.
monster.
I'm playing a game like that now, and I'm on the 4th game, and the series was the end of the series. And like in the end of 3, I had like a romantic like kiss session with like 3 or 4 of them. And in this game, a bunch of girls confess to you, and in my mind, I'm like, I don't have like 5 confessions, and I got like maybe 20 hours of the gameplay. I don't know how this is going to end. Like, if they just make you choose one, you just go forward, that's cool. But they're going to be like, they all approach you, which one of us? They're like, what's that song about Mano? All the above. It's probably not going to be that nice. It's probably not. But
that's how it was with Cyberpunk, though. It was like, I'm playing the missions specifically. Like, I'm specifically figuring out what answers to say, what to do, just so I could get those smash scenes. That's all I want. That's all it was, the smash scenes. Because the game sucked. I just want the smash scenes.
See, I like Cyberpunk when it worked. I liked it when it worked. And Pan Am, they made Pan Am almost too fine.
Yeah.
Like, she don't like anybody else in the game. Like, no one looks like her.
And you're in a tank? Okay. Yeah. Yes, please.
That scene was graphic. I was like,
yeah.
Like my wife ain't in here.
Yeah. Like, and then I was literally like, oh, I gotta go to the Outriders camp. I gotta see what's going on. No, nothing. There'd be so many times where I was like trying to initiate something. It was like, no, I have nothing for you.
Damn, I ain't played it in a couple months, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla has a very robust like romance system, but theirs is different because stuff ain't preset. You might be like, oh, let's start a relationship. Like after, hanging out, then to be like, go on a date, go to the room, kiss her. But then you like might come back 2 missions later and be like, go to the room again if you want to. And I was like, hey, I like this. And I had one
date. This is Vikings. Why they kind of?
Well, it's not date. It might be like going to walk in the meadow, go hunting together. Like it's not like
go raid. It's fine.
Yeah, not like a date.
Go raid a village.
They're not going to the movies. They go for a walk or something to go hunt.
Pillage.
Yeah, let's go pillage and destroy. That's our date.
And me being a brother, I was like, who got some melanin? And it was like you fighting. It's like a chick from like America who's like Native American. I was like, what? I want that one. Let me get some brown. I want that. Valhalla's a fun game. I gotta beat that game.
How do we get?
I haven't even tried it.
Via the coins.
It's actually fun. What'd you say?
So, Scotty, how do we get rich from the coins and crypt?
Oh, crypto? So there's these things. So NFTs. I don't know. Do y'all know what that stands for and all the hype around that? So NFTs are tokens. They're basically like collectibles. And they're taking over crypto right now. There's a lot of games that have been coming out. I've been playing 2 of them. I'm making a good amount of money every day doing it. But there's one game in particular that people in the Philippines are playing, and they're making bank. I mean, so it's like 600 Filipino pesos is $1 US. Yeah. And they're able to make like 15, 16 US dollars like an hour playing this game. So like they're getting significant money compared to what they're used to.
So I can play a game and make money?
Yeah, 100%.
Is it mobile?
It's mobile. Yeah. You have to get like a QR code from like your laptop, but it's 100% mobile, man. But it's like Pokemon meets like Hearthstone or like Magic the Gathering, things like that. So like you get these little characters that are NFTs and they're yours. You own them. Nobody else owns them but you. And you can sell them at a later date. So you have to purchase them and then you can end up selling them for profit. But they're yours to keep. You can breed them. They have their own little abilities and you literally just battle other people like Pokemon, but you use their ability cards.
So the game, does the game cost or is the game free?
So this game that I'm talking about costs money. It's got a pretty substantial paywall, but they're going to be putting in free starters that eventually you will be able to play for free. But the cool part about it is, so with NFTs being integrated into gaming, imagine like you're playing Call of Duty and you buy a loot crate through Call of Duty.
Okay.
And you get this cool skin. Well, you paid $20 for this skin and you quit playing Call of Duty, you can't do anything with it. It's permanently in that game, but you get no benefits from it. So with NFTs and crypto gaming, you buy that same skin for $10. 6 months down the road, you're tired of playing the game. You can sell it for $10. Like, you get your money back. Or you can even make more money if the crypto market is going up. That's what I like about it, man. Like, it's going to change media, period. Because if you create a token, you can set a royalty amount. So think like all the artists that we have in the Nerds with Swag group. They can make digital art, set a royalty at like 10, 15%, and then sell it. They make like 3 or 4 copies of it, sell them. They get the payment, and then anytime, if I bought it and then I sell it to you, they're going to get that 10, 15% every time. So like, imagine, so, you know, record companies with musicians right now, like nobody wants to be on a label.
Yeah.
Because of all the fees and all that hidden litigation stuff. Okay, so they could just release this album as an NFT, and now they're getting royalties every time somebody sells it in a resale market.
So which game are you playing that's making this bread that I can get on?
It's called Axie Infinity, AXIE Infinity. I'm also playing another one called Townstar, which is like Farmville. That one is free. Yeah, Townstar. The creator of Farmville made it. It is free to play, and every week they have competitions. If you get in the top 100, they give you money. But it's legit, man. Like, people in the Philippines are like getting life-changing money, which for us is not. You know, they might get like double their yearly salary, which to us is a normal salary. But it's still free. It's money, you know.
I'm trying to get this bread.
Yeah, it's legit.
So if I get the game, well, I guess I gotta go to the website. I guess it's not on the App Store. I get the game. It's free to download, or is it like I have to pay to download?
It's free to download.
Like I pay for the character, my little character.
But you have to pay for. Yeah, you have to have 3 characters to start, and you have to pay for all 3.
How much is a character?
Some are as cheap as $100. Some are as expensive as like, you know, a couple thousand.
Look at his face. You knew.
I told you there's a paywall.
As cheap as.
Yeah, I told you there's a paywall.
It's like buying stock.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, because it's, you got to look at it as like, yes, it's a game, but it's a token. It's a stock.
I will say the chance to make money off gaming, would make me want to spend a little money. Okay, I can make money off it.
Yeah.
What I don't like is when you get like, I remember seeing stuff like this back in the day. Like, I think PlayStation did this for a little bit, a long time ago. You could trade in trophies, I think, for money. I think it was towards your credit, like your PlayStation credit card. But for what it took to get money back was like, you could trade in like 5 platinum trophies. Like, dude, that's probably 400 hours of gaming for like 10% of your bill. I was like, that's not actually, I could actually work overtime at a regular job and like it would make the difference. You get through gaming. You know how long it takes to platinum a game?
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's the thing, man. Like, you know, there's people like me. I'm never gonna make money on a camera streaming me gaming. You know, like I don't have that personality for it. So like this doing crypto gaming allows me to make supplemental income and just free money without having to put my face out there for everybody to see, you know? Like, it gives people like me an opportunity to also make money in the space. But you got to look at it as like, it's an investment. Yes, it's a game, but it's an investment that you could get a pretty good return on. Yeah. I mean, there was one that just sold for like 10 Ethereum, and Ethereum's at like $2,500 right now. So 200, you know, there's a lot of money in there, and the NBA's involved in it. They've got this site called Top Shot where they're selling like 2 to 5 second clips of NBA games, like a LeBron dunk and things like that. So they're trying to take over and replace trading card games and trading cards. So like, instead of going to Meijer and buying baseball cards, you could buy a baseball clip. That doesn't interest me, but the gaming side of it's going to be huge. Gaming side of it's going to be awesome, man.
Actually, Infinity is in the top 4. You chose a good one.
Yeah, it's good, man. And you can see like the volume, like there's.
Too bright, but yeah, I'm on it right now.
Dude, there's so many people. There's like 65,000 users, maybe even more than that since the last time I looked. Mark Cuban's invested in it. A bunch of people invest. They just raised a crap ton of money.
The market cap is over $4 billion. God bless.
Yeah, man. There is a paywall. Like I said, eventually they're going to come out with free people, like free characters, free to start with. So if you wanted to wait until then, you could. But I would definitely be playing. So I would be looking and exploring these crypto games because there's more and more coming out. There's like 10 coming out within the next year, and you all have the opportunity to make money off of them. There's one that's like Diablo that's out right now in like early access.
Looks like you got to be careful because like there are some of these where it's like it's all green, but I just seen one. They said it dipped. Is that 25% of it? That dipped 25%. Wow.
Yeah, crypto's volatile. It's very volatile.
Up and down. My Bitcoin took a dive a few weeks ago, and just now getting back, I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
The hard breath.
Because it goes, if you'll go crazy watching your stocks every day because it goes up and down. It's just the way it goes. But no, like a few weeks ago, back, I think because Dogecoin took a big dive or something like that. But yeah, Bitcoin took a hit too. And I was just watching. I was like, $20. But I was like, I've made more than that. I was like, I'm not hurting as long as it's not not what I put into it. It's the extra stuff. I was like, Then it started going under the Wi-Fi. I was like, hey, huh.
Hey, stop.
Checked the nigga. I was like, what's going on, guys? It's the wave of the future. Come on, to the moon. Come on.
See, can I just say, like, the Dogecoin explosion really frustrated me. Because I've been in crypto for 6 years at this point. And Dogecoin is a joke. It's 100% a joke.
Yeah.
But what's bothering me is that most people have it on Robinhood, and you don't actually own it when it's on Robinhood. So you're just like, Robinhood owns it for you. Yeah. So crypto, think of it as like, your bank. I don't know where you bank at, but say you bank at PNC. That's your money. You can withdraw it and send it to my bank at, BB&T. With Robinhood, you can't do that. Like if you bought Dogecoin on Robinhood, it's on Robinhood. You can't send it to another Dogecoin wallet.
That's
you
what
can't withdraw it.
That's
and
what
so
caused
it's
that
not
big
really
controversy because people were trying to sell and stuff. Same thing happened with
Was it
AMC
with the GameStop?
GameStop and AMC. Well, it first started with GameStop, but they were like it was a bug. But when it happened again with AMC and then Doge later, they were like, there was panels like, why y'all shut down saying you told us like you're not allowed to sell. It's like what?
Yeah.
How you gonna tell? It's ours.
That's because Robinhood. So Robinhood owns a big wallet full of Doge, and so when you're buying Doge on Robinhood, you're just basically taking a piece of their pie and they're reserving it for you. They're saying you bought 2,000 Doge. Here's our 10 million. Scott owns 2,000. It's like a pie chart. You don't actually get to see your 2,000 coins and send them to, like, I have a hardware wallet that's completely off of the internet. Like it's, I can unplug it from my computer, put it in a safe. I can't do that with Doge on Robinhood. It's not possible.
They're really protecting their interest, controlling when you can sell.
And so like when they're stopping the selling of stuff, it's because the price is super volatile and like Griff said, they're protecting their interest, but also if they have none to sell because they only have what they have, then you can't buy anymore.
It's
dumb, man. It's frustrating.
Cash App has pretty much is straight up, no middleman. You buy whatever stock you're putting in, whatever you can cash it out.
Does Cash App? I was on Cash App trying to look at stuff because I remember something about that. I know you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy stocks. There was something I was looking for something on there, and I remember I couldn't find it.
There's not a lot.
They don't have everything. They just have whatever their partnership. But like I said,
that's what
like they got Amazon, Nike. They got a lot of the majors.
Apple did. I see Apple.
And they don't have a lot of the cryptos. That's why they got this.
That's what it is. Okay.
Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's their big crypto.
Yeah.
But they do have like legitimate other stocks, like as far as major companies go, the Fortune 500s and all that stuff.
Yeah. I will say I had some issues with Cash App though. Like I was trying to buy some AMC stock back when it was like $8.
Yeah.
So I put in an order and it was like, oh, it was pre-market. So like when market opens, we'll fill this order.
Yeah.
2 days went by and it didn't do it. It didn't do it. So I'm like, and it wouldn't let me cancel. And it wouldn't even let me cancel it. So like my funds were just locked in limbo. It was so frustrating.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But I never had a problem with it, but I noticed like don't do anything like towards market. Like I remember I was trying to sell something. It held it. It made me wait till Monday, of course, and they did it, whatever. But it did lock me down at the price I was trying to sell it. I was like, oh, appreciate that, guys.
That's
I've heard about that. I've heard about that feature where it's like, no, I sold it at this time at this price.
Because usually it's like if Monday happens and it dips or it goes up, then it's whatever. But now they were able to lock it in. I was like, oh, I appreciate that.
Interesting. So is Webull? Do you think Webull's better than
I got Webull.
They're it's the lesser of the two evils, but it's still not like a Fidelity or anything like that.
No.
Oh, I got a Fidelity account. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I have a Fidelity account. Oh, retirement money. Ooh.
If you're using something like Webull, I wouldn't long-term invest anything on that. That's something if you're paying just like, all right, let me quickly invest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are Webull's like swing trading.
Yeah.
So for long-term, you said like Fidelity?
Yeah. If you're just doing long-term Fidelity.
I sure enough have a Fidelity account from a retirement plan.
And like
I got a long
Cash App. You're trying to buy something quick, like Amazon, something you're not going to touch, and that's something quick you can monitor and, like I said, put something in. Like I was doing bi-weekly. You set yourself up. You just like I'll just put $10 every. It's not really going to get you real stock, but that's something you like. Oh yeah, like save money any day type thing.
So I got to do some investing.
Yeah,
but every time I want to invest, I swear it'd be like you'll look at something and it'd be like, dang, this is a big down point, or it'd be like that rule, and I'm like, I don't like that. Why I got to be locked in for 2 days first? So why I got?
Yeah, you got
to. I'll say like the thing that I've noticed with investing, if you go and watch like any of like CNN Money or any of those money shows, if they're talking about it, it's too late.
Yeah,
because they're hyping up what people their partners have already bought.
I figured that out years ago. Like when you hear about something at a certain point, it's like once it hits this level, it's already too high.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I learned this a long time ago.
Yeah, but most people don't know that though. Like the people that don't invest a lot, they're just like, oh, Mad Money says I need to put money into this. Like, no, you should have done that a couple months ago before it was even on Mad Money.
Real talk, I would just check out Reddit and see what kind of random things they're going to jump into if you're trying to do quick stuff. But yeah, I would pay attention to Reddit because they're pretty open with that.
Oh yeah, Reddit for sure.
But see, I knew that years ago. I realized if you already have a certain amount of money, then you just invest in the normal super rich companies. Like, oh, this is guaranteed to go up. I'll buy that.
But like I said, they do quick stuff, like stuff that's only like 50 cents. Like when those shows was early, they were letting me know, say, hey man, we're going to do this for 2 days. About to buy 50 cents. That's not going to hurt you to get like 100 shares or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you can get out.
$50
jumps up.
Yeah, there are a lot of penny stocks out there you can mess around with for sure.
What's the best app? You said Fidelity is probably the best one?
For long-term investing, like Fidelity, stuff like that. Yeah.
But for
short-term, like swing trades and things like that, Webull's perfectly fine. I just don't like Robinhood. Webull is very similar to Robinhood. I just don't like Robinhood.
Yeah. Like I said, I have Webull. I've all these quick stuff, but main stuff, Fidelity. I got Fidelity, but simple stuff. Like I said, Cash App, something I can, if I know I'm going to keep that stock, like I'm not going to let go of that stock. I can do bi-weekly, just put in so I don't have to think about it.
Now for crypto, you want Coinbase. Coinbase is, in my opinion, the best US-based crypto exchange.
So crypto only.
Yeah, it's crypto only, but it'll have a lot more options than Cash App or any of these other places.
It'll have all the ridiculous names you didn't, whatever Reddit pops up. You're like, something coin. Where the hell is something coin? Like, oh,
yeah. See, I heard about this. Like, you get because it's the risk is so low because you'll get them so cheap that it's like, oh, it didn't do anything. Yeah, but $15. I don't.
Yeah,
you made $10 off that dollar. But it's like, all right, but make sure
you
get out. You got to pay. Like when they say, all right, man, this is timely. Get out.
Get out.
Yep.
What's it worth now? You owe us $10.
Yeah.
It'll be like.
I mean, if you're doing leverage trading.
Yeah. They'll pay attention. Like, nah, man, I'm gonna stay in. This is doing really good. They're like, everybody jumps
y'all
out.
hear about?
Like, oh.
Did y'all hear about the guy where like I don't know if y'all remember this. I'm gonna say it happened last year, maybe even before. Because of the way stocks work, it's like you can be in the negative, but you don't actually have to physically pay somebody something. You're just in the negative. He didn't know that, and the stock he bought went like negative 6 figures.
He killed himself, didn't he?
Yeah, he thought he owed like $500,000. He like
I saw that, and that was on Robinhood too.
He was like, I was like, bro, someone should have explained this to him. Because see, as a person like me who don't like most of us that don't come from like real wealth, when we see a negative, we think, damn, we owe some money somewhere.
Yeah.
Her thing is you owe some money. That's not how stocks work. You just in the negative, you just suck. You gotta hope you can get it back.
You just gotta hold on. You gotta hold on to it.
Like I said, that Bitcoin took it to. I was like, go back up.
When I saw how much Bitcoin was worth now, like a single Bitcoin, I was like, wait, how much is it worth now?
Yeah.
It's funny. If I tell you like when I got into it and what it was up to, it's like I didn't own a full stock. Like I'm still on point whatever stock. I was like, mine jumped up crazy. I was like, because it was already in the thousands, and I was on it early before it started jumping in thousands.
Because when it first started, it was still pretty expensive to jump in when it first started, wasn't it?
No.
No.
Bitcoin's been around since like the early 2000s, and you could get it for like pennies on the dollar.
You don't remember when it was on the news and it was like the whole controversy of restaurants accepting it or not?
Yeah,
because I didn't hear about it
and all that.
I didn't hear about it just before dope dropped.
Oh no, it's been out way.
So I heard about it. I heard that's what I'm saying. So when I heard about it, it was already like, hey, it's the new big thing that's not actually new.
Yeah. So before this big boom, like you could get it at for like 12 grand, like just like last year, you could get it for like 12 grand. But when it was, it was like $300, like not even a couple of years ago. It was $300 for one.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta get in, man. There's one coin that I've been watching a lot. Made some really good money off of. Paid off some debt with it. But you just got to get in early. That's why I'm playing this game, because I'm like, it's tokens. You're not getting USD. You're getting their token. And right now their token's worth like 14 cents, and you can get like 150 a day.
But it's funny because that's how Bitcoin, like nobody had a real price, and they were like, I'll give you 5 Bitcoins for this. And it's like, all right, but if you have 5 Bitcoins now.
Yeah. It's like, all right, so I've got a couple thousand of this token. It's 14 cents. Next week it could be 30 cents. 5 years from now it could be $100. You never know.
Yeah, so one Bitcoin is over $40,000.
Oh, it's gone up then.
Yeah, it just went up. I was watching it earlier.
Oh no, I was watching it. I was looking a couple weeks ago, and I was like, it was like 36. I was like,
it was like 33 just the other day. But like,
yeah, it went. Like I said, it went down. But at its highest, when I had it, it was 50 something.
Yeah. See, I'm bummed because I had a couple of Ethereums, and Ethereum was like pushing $5,000. I'm like, I'm not selling yet. I should have.
Yeah, I should have sold it when it was at 50 cents. I'm like,
see, that's the thing I'm scared of. It's like if you're making I guess if you can plan yourself, if I'm gonna make a certain level of profit, go ahead and let it go. But I could have made another, but I could be.
I still wouldn't have sold all of it because it's still like one of the first few, so it's gonna be like it's always good to keep something in there.
I got to figure out how I'm gonna jump into this.
But at this point, it's so high. Yeah.
I will say that's a good thing about Coinbase. So if you sign up for Coinbase, they release these quizzes where you can like watch a 40-second video and you can earn coins and things like that just by learning about.
Is Coinbase better than like the Robinhood or Webull?
Yes.
It's only crypto, but it's only crypto.
Coinbase is only crypto. It's the best U.S. exchange, hands down.
Okay.
The best exchange isn't Coinbase, but it's the best U.S. exchange.
It's better because these are your stocks.
They're yours.
That's Because when you said that, I said that's something I was always scared of. I've heard about that process. I don't want that.
Yeah,
I want to buy mine. It's mine.
Yeah, if you buy it on Coinbase, you can then take it off of Coinbase onto a different platform if you wanted to.
And you can cash out if you want. Yeah, I downloaded Coinbase. Not now, but right now.
Yeah, but like I said, you'll go in there and like earn $3 worth of fourth token, earn $10 worth of stellar. Like you just watch
Oh,
a
like
video.
various different
Yeah,
cryptocurrencies.
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever
There's
is
various
new.
cryptocurrencies that they'll actually reward you for just watching videos.
And you just hold on to it because there's nothing you're worried about. It's free, so just
Yeah, it's totally free. I mean, you can make. I think there's like the opportunity to make like $50 easy just by watching videos.
Yeah, I'm definitely just hitting with the good download.
But you should also mess around with your Cash App too, just to look at it. It's just
Yeah,
get a feel because it's simple. It's super user friendly.
yeah. Cash App's super easy to use.
Well, the reason I got it because like it was like people were trying to do stuff like my time I got married. And I was like, I only got it for that. But then I started looking into it and I said, wait, I might want to do some of this. But the fact that it's not all the stocks is what made me kind of want to go because I wanted to like get the option to get the little things that are kind of rising up, and I was like, I can't do that because they just kind of have the main stocks.
Yeah.
Because when I went through my Cash App and I was looking for it when it was hyped up like GameStop, AMC, and stuff, and I was like, how come I can't find?
AMC's on Cash App.
Which one was?
AMC. It's on Cash App.
Yeah.
No, was GameStop?
No.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for.
But AMC was part of that big push too. But
yeah,
it was super
it's
cheap.
still pushing. It's $60 right now.
Yeah. But
It's still pushing.
It was dirt cheap.
But yeah, man, like crypto is going to change gaming. You're going to be able to like for real get swords, get upgrades, get skins, like anything that's in a game right now that you can think of. Think of like a AAA title, RPG where you're collecting stuff. That would be a token that you could then sell on a marketplace and make money and just like, okay, now it's in my bank account.
I like that idea.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Side note, even though it's not really used for stocks and Bitcoin, I was telling somebody I think one of my favorite like to give money or share money or get money apps, well, depending on if you have the app or it's through your account, is I like using Zelle.
Yeah.
Zelle always feels like there's nothing in the middle because like if I Zelle you, it goes to your account, straight to your account, not to the app to withdraw. No, it goes to your dollars.
Yeah, they definitely took the PayPal model and was like, let's make this better. 100%.
I remember I literally only got on Zelle because I was at work. People were like, we're going out to eat. I said, I ain't got no cash. And she said, Zelle me. I was like, Zelle. Went on my Chase app. I was like, oh, Zelle is with my Chase app.
Yeah.
Logged in, sent $5 for some burgers. I was like, all right, we good. I like that. Right to the account.
Yep. Yeah, that's nice. The only time I use PayPal, like I work with my sister-in-law renovating houses, and she'll pay me through PayPal, and I'll just leave it in there. It's like a savings account. But that's really the only time I use it.
The little bit of time I was doing DJ work, I remember he hit me with Zelle, and I was like, oh, I like this. Let me go fill the tank up real quick.
Zelle's awesome. But like I said, like with her, I'm using PayPal. I was like, I'm going to save this money because if it gets Zelle to me, I'm spending it. I'm going to spend it like no tomorrow. I can't save money.
I thought I could save money. I was able to save money when I was making more money. But then
Isn't that always the case?
Well, the thing is because I was making more, but then we all got sent home. Our overtime went completely away, gone. Luckily, I know how to live. I live beneath my means on purpose, so like I knew what I was doing. So when I lost the extra bread, it was like, ugh. But I was fine. But I was like, ugh.
I get it.
Like that.
I get it. I mean, I took that massive pay cut leaving my old job. It's like, can we do this? Can we afford this? Yeah, but we're not saving money. I'm gonna do it anyways. At least we can survive. We can survive. That's all that matters.
Hey, listen. That's step one. You try to build from there. Okay, this is stupid. Don't use any common words. Let me use common words. All right?
Oh, no common words. Y'all keeping up with the playoffs?
Oh yeah, I saw Denver get out of there.
Yeah, I was bummed, man. Actually, like last year, I thought about putting like $100 on them to win this year's playoffs because they were so hot last year. They were so hot.
It's like Jazz and Denver kind of swapped places because Jazz was on that weird limbo place, and then Denver was so hot. Now Jazz is so hot.
Yeah, yeah, it's weird, man. I mean, I get Murray went down, but I thought the Jazz would have been, or I thought the Nuggets would have at least put up a fight, man.
Yeah, the West is weird. Now it's just like Chris Paul's like he's on all of a sudden it's like, oh, just all of a sudden he's like, I thought he was gonna get hurt again or something. I just thought he was just wearing down. But he's like, no, I'm healthy now.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
Here's the thing. Is Chris Paul gonna finally win? Is he gonna finally get a ring?
Me and my pop talked about this. Chris Paul is always just one step behind all the other superstars. Just one, just not quite there. Also, I heard he had issues in the locker room with him trying to like be like demanding. Is that true? Is that like a thing?
Well, I mean, he's the alpha dog.
Yeah, but that was more. It was the Clippers locker room that was really bad.
Okay.
Everywhere else, it was like he's the point guard, so what? But who's really left in the West? All right, Jazz. You got Suns.
You got Jazz, Suns. In the West specifically, the Clippers. Yeah. The Clippers and Jazz are going at it right now.
Oh, that's gonna be to watch right there.
Dude, Kawhi Leonard's so boring to me. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I guess because he has zero emotion, he plays like a robot. Like, he just looks so boring.
He's like the Klitschko's in boxing. It's like, we win and we beat people. It's like, yeah, but you're not fun. But you win.
Small forward Tim Duncan.
Yeah, exactly. He took the lessons from Tim Duncan. He was like, all right, I'm going to do this. But I really hope that the Nets get bounced. I want the Nets to lose so bad.
He said so bad. So bad.
The Nets were fun, and then they got Kyrie, KD, and Harden, and now they're like the worst team to watch. It's not fun anymore.
Bro, it was like when they had this super team, then it was like literally every week someone else is hurt. And someone else is hurt. I was like, y'all, if y'all was healthy, y'all be invincible, but y'all not invincible. Actually, you're like invincible. You're like invincible.
Yeah, there you go. KD's the only one that's playing right now.
Right now,
Kyrie's missing the next game.
Harden's coming back.
Is he coming back game 5?
He's coming back next game.
Wait, I thought they announced today he was missing 5. Is he not missing game 5 now?
Oh,
Kyrie is.
Yeah,
Kyrie's missing game 5.
But Harden's supposed to came back because he's been sitting out the past couple, so they said he should be good to go.
So who's Brooklyn playing right now?
They're tied 2-2 with the Bucks.
They just lost. The Bucks came back, by the way.
I was looking at earlier. Who was Philly playing?
Philly's playing Atlanta.
And they coming back too, which is making me upset.
Well, you want Philly to win?
I'm a Philly fan.
That's his team.
Even though
I think they're gonna if James Harden and Kyrie aren't right, then Philly crushes. I mean, Philly's gonna crush the Bucks. Philly's gonna crush the Nets, in my opinion. If those two aren't healthy, I see Philly going all the way.
If we're healthy, that's what you really gotta ask too.
You all aren't ever gonna be healthy.
No.
Y'all got bad knee.
Mr. Glass.
you got Mr. Glass Embiid. He's like Greg Oden, but at least he's playing. Can't shoot Ben Simmons,
which is fine. We don't need to shoot if he actually plays like he's been playing.
That's true. Y'all need Danny Green to step it up.
Accept your mid range and slight.
Accept your limitations.
Yeah.
I want y'all to know
he's
that
a great defender.
Yeah. I want y'all to know because I ask a lot of people this opinion because I've been a Wizards fan since I was young. I know we're not gonna win nothing, but that's just my team. I was not excited when we got Westbrook. I wasn't.
It didn't make sense to me.
Westbrook's one of those guys that he does his own thing, but for the goals of that kind of athlete, I don't know what his goals are, but for the goals of most basketball players, the things he chooses to do don't get you there. And I feel like he don't understand that. Like, he's a great athlete. He's an amazing basketball player. But he pads the stats. And the thing is, it doesn't always equal victory.
Well, see, I don't even think that's the issue. I think the issue is like when it's crunch time and you need a point, he wants to be the guy that's going to give you that point. Mm-hmm. And he hasn't accepted the fact that he has limitations. Like, he's just going to run at you you're a brick wall. He's going to run through you. And that's not going to win. That's not going to win every time. Like, he can't shoot the three. He can't shoot free throws. So guess what? Okay, he runs into you, draws a foul. He's going to miss them. So you still lose by a point.
What I learned about him
when you got Bradley Beal who can do everything.
What position is Westbrook play? What is his true position?
He's a point guard.
This is something I noticed. I've noticed this for the last few years. If you pay attention, this go back to even in college into the pros. A lot of point guards are prone to injury because a lot of them are like super athletic. But the thing is, NBA, you play a lot of games, so you can't jump out the gym every play, every game, every night. It wears on you. And like you said, I don't think sometimes they accept the limitations. Like, for example, if it wasn't for injuries, I would argue Rose would be in the top, I'll say 5 all-time point guards if it wasn't for injuries. Because when he was healthy, he was a beast. But then it was like
MVP.
Bro,
Youngest MVP in history.
You'd watch him play and you'd be like, he's the kind of guy that would be flat-footed. No lean down, no knees, dunk. Like he was just uber athletic, but his body doesn't catch up.
Yeah,
and a lot of point guards.
And he put a lot on it. So he's putting his body through a lot of that because he felt he had to do about it.
I watched a video breaking down Derrick Rose tape, and like the way he landed, like he didn't care how he landed. He would land in awkward ways where most people would like, I'm just gonna hit the deck. He would try and land anyways. Like he tried to be like a cat and stay on his feet. And sometimes you just need to fall. You got
to fall and embrace yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, Derrick Rose is killing it right now. Like, I know he's not in the playoffs anymore, but man, he's back. I love it. I think it's good for basketball having Derrick Rose healthy.
I agree, and I think he's had a total of what was it 3 knee surgeries?
At least, yeah.
2 on one.
And then 1 on the other.
On the other, but ankle.
He's had ankle surgeries too, hasn't he?
Ankle, Achilles.
Well, something that someone told me years ago was that one of the reasons Rose, I had a guy predict to me like right before like the middle of his surgeries. There's a guy I was talking to at the gym. Randomly had a conversation with a guy. We were just watching on TV in the locker room. We were talking about it. He literally said, when the doctor said, "I've now made the knee I've repaired, the first one, stronger than it was." And I remember this guy was telling me, he said, "That's not what you think it is. You might not want that. If you're used to this, just regular wear and tear, and all of a sudden this one is up here, it doesn't. Your equilibrium is going to be off."
Yeah.
And so also you go, I can do more here, but you can't do more here. So then that one went, and it was almost like this is going to happen, and it did.
Yeah.
It's like he almost, and I'm not saying this, I don't know, I'm not a medical person, but you can't really do, I guess, double knee surgery, but pretty much one being stronger than the other wasn't a good thing. You think it is, it sounds good, but it actually wasn't.
You got to compensate for that.
Yeah. Because you're used to a certain, because if he's an athlete that really works on like his balance and everything, he probably doesn't understand that it's off now. It'd be hard to just, even a regular workout, be like half my side is off now.
Yeah.
Just regular. Just like imagine you curling and you look at your body and also you realize you're doing this instead of this. This would mess you up.
Yeah. But hey, at least he's still playing.
Like, I love that he's still playing.
You look at people like Brandon Roy.
And he's starting now.
He's starting for the Knicks. But yeah, you look at people like Brandon Roy, it's like, man, he was when Brandon Roy was on the court, he was unstoppable.
Indiana did him trash too, man. Because he carried them. He carried them into the playoffs. And then Paul George got there like, all right, Roy, you can
I think you're talking about Danny Granger, right? Brandon Roy played for the Blazers.
Oh, it's true. But there was a Roy with Indiana. Indiana had a Granger and Roy, right?
Did they have Brandon Roy
before?
Huh.
You might be right. No, it says Trailblazers and Teen Wolves. Who are you thinking of?
Granger. Yeah, they did Granger terrible.
Yeah, Danny Granger, man. Indiana was like, thanks for all those great years. Bye now.
Like the Rose, like the Rosen.
Yeah,
he wanted to stay there. That was like, bye, bro. Listen, I think that was worth it though. It's like, listen, we're gonna get him for a year and get a ring. It was like, y'all did get a ring off that though.
I just can't believe that like they fell off that hard with him gone. Like I guess they lost Gasol too.
Listen, man, that's the problem with a lot of championship teams. I'm talking about I see it in football, you see it in basketball, you see it in baseball. Because I know people who do good in championships and playoffs know I can get money somewhere else, and these teams do not stick together.
But
When
the
Lakers,
Raptors basically did though. Like the Raptors kept their core. They just lost Marc Gasol and they lost Kawhi.
Yeah, but it's like losing your Jordan and your Pippen.
It was Granger. I'm thinking about Roy Hibbert, but no, it was Granger.
Oh, Roy Hibbert, yeah.
Well, I thought he was going to be a monster. He wasn't.
Dude, no. He was one of those great players on a mediocre team. So it's like somebody had to get the stats. So he was the guy that got the stats.
That's how I felt about when the Cavaliers won a championship. LeBron, not Tristan, not JR. He came from the north. What was that white guy's name?
Deladova?
Talking about Love?
No.
Matthew Deladova?
Love.
He's talking about
Love.
Love.
Kevin Love. Kevin Love.
20 and 20 and stuff like that. That's crazy stats.
Because with Kevin Love before that, I remember when he finally went to the Cavs, I didn't really know who he was like that. I remember I looked at the stats. I said, wait, Love is hard.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Cavs and it's almost like he wasn't the man in the pond anymore. He wasn't
even him, really. But it was weird because he was one of those dudes, like, if you sit there and watch the Wolves, he get a lot of cleanup points. It's just like he gets sneaky, crazy stats because you be like, he did what this game? The game I was watching?
Yeah.
30 something this game? You're like, oh, okay.
He'll get you a quiet 20.
Yeah, it was super quiet.
That's all right, though.
Yeah.
My Mavericks took the Clippers 7 games. We should have won that series. Tear.
It's funny because you and my homie Daniel are the only Mavericks fans, like real Mavericks fans I know.
Yeah.
And like when y'all were up and people were talking about, oh, y'all about to wrap this up, he was like, hey, calm down.
Right. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was like, so you think Clippers win in 5? I was like, no, it's going to go 7. I was like, I think we win. I think we win in 7. And then it went 7 and we lost. I was so close. My prediction was so close. So like when we were up 2, I was like, no, it's going to go 7 games. Like I understand we're up 2-0. It's going to go 7.
What you think is going to be up with Porzingis now?
So Porzingis is going to get traded. I saw a trade scenario that I actually really liked, and it was that the Celtics got him and we got Kemba Walker. And I'm not mad at that at all. But I mean, I don't know. It's tough, man. He's a very, very expensive third option.
Scott, let me ask you a question. Me and Griff had a conversation a couple years ago. He didn't like the conversation, but I was trying to have with him objectively, not based on feelings. We were talking about the Alabama and Louisville opening football season game.
Okay.
And I explained to Griff, I said, I know I'm not a fan. You think I'm being a hater. I said, but based on these factors, you're not going to win this game. And he didn't. And he was like, you talking trash? I said, no, I'm not. I'm telling you, like, just when you were watching that game 7, could you objectively look at it and go, we have enough to pull this off? Or were you like, or was your fandom being like,
no, they could have. They could have avoided 7 games, honestly.
Yeah, we could have. Okay. The problem with the Mavs is when we're hot, and when we're not, we're not. Like Luka takes up so much of the ball. He dominates the ball so much that a lot of guys don't get a rhythm. And like Porzingis averaged like 12 points in the playoffs, and we're paying him like $30 million.
Yeah, but the coach came out and said they told him
to take a back
role. So that's
why I was like, why would you even do that? Y'all got Tristan Thompson.
But last year they were playing great when they both were just going after it.
Yeah.
So I was like, why'd you even change that?
Yeah. That's weird. When I see things change like this, but it was good. Why'd you change it?
But to answer your question, objectively, I feel like we did have enough to win.
Yeah.
The problem was Luka is still very young and makes stupid mistakes. Like how we were talking about Russell Westbrook wants to be the guy. He's going to run through the brick wall and break it down. Luka does that, but he does it with step back threes.
Where'd he go for
it's like you're double teamed. What are you doing a 3 for? Why are you shooting a 3 from the logo when we're down 1 point? Why are you doing that?
Like it's not necessary.
Yeah, like there's like 2 minutes on the clock. We're down 1. You could very easily get a nice bucket here. No, I'm going to get a flashy 3 and miss.
So okay, you said what's the space averaging 12 points a game. That makes me feel like y'all got Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, dude.
Before LeBron left, he got that big contract, and Tristan is like.
Porzingis is 7'3". For the playoff series, he averaged 5 rebounds. He's 7'3".
That was their game plan, to put him in the paint to clean up more and let Luka. So it's like, even though your focus was supposed to be on the boards, you didn't really board or crash them.
It's like, I mean, he's all season long, he had one of the worst individual defensive ratings as a player in the NBA.
That's not his. He's not really a down low. That's not his game. But didn't Luka get 70?
Did what?
Luka get 70, right? He got 70 during the playoffs, right?
70 what?
Points. Did he get
points?
Yeah.
In a game?
Am I tripping?
No, he did not get. No, he got like 40. I think 40.
Oh, across multiple games, he got 70. I'm guessing, like across so many
games.
Oh,
maybe that's what it is. So there's him.
Yeah, he was averaging 35.
Oh, that's lovely.
For the he when the Blazers got eliminated. So the Dame was averaging the most points per game in the playoffs. Then the Blazers got eliminated. We were still in it. Luka took over. He was averaging like 35.5 points or something like that.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, he got 70 points, dude.
In one game?
After dropping 40 to those first two. Two playoff games. That's still nice. No, because I typed in Luka does 70. They were like, Google's first thing popped 70 points. And I was like, in the game now. Look at, there was like first two games. The first player to get the first two games get 70 points besides.
Yeah. I mean, he's breaking records. He's breaking records that all the greats have posted, but it's not amounting to anything. Like he needs to pass the ball a little bit more, be a little bit. I get being that guy, but don't shoot a contested logo 3 when you don't have to.
I have 2 questions to ask y'all about basketball, and this is about in general about NBA. Question 1: do you think if the Lakers team stays together, they repeat this season?
No, they're making changes first of all already.
No, I'm saying the team that won last year stayed together, that they didn't get rid of Rondo, rid of Dwight, all them people. You saying they don't repeat?
No,
I think they would have a better chance.
So they from all the former players, they say that like repeating a championship in the NBA is insanely difficult to do. Like
it is not.
It's very hard to repeat. But no, I don't think they'd do it.
I think you said better chance.
I think it would have been a better chance because those veterans would have been able to run. Because I don't like the coach that much.
I mean, when you think about it though, like so, say they've got that team, they go to the finals and they face the Nets, who have James Harden, Kyrie Irving.
Hey, a healthy Nets, they might be runner up again, like the Cavs.
They would have made it out of first round. I'll put it like that. They would have had a better chance.
I'll say this: if the old Lakers last year go up against healthy Nets this year, lost. If they go up against the Nets with these up and downs, I think they win.
I don't know if they
will never know.
Second question: do y'all think Kyrie has accepted that he'll never be Jordan and he's going to be Pippen? Has he accepted that yet?
He doesn't care about Jordan. He's a coach.
Yeah, I don't think he cares about that.
No. Do you understand what I'm asking? No, I'm not talking about as far as being Michael Jordan. I mean,
yeah, I know he left Cleveland because he wanted to be the guy.
Yeah, he got over that because he apologized to LeBron when he was in the.
Like, it's so hard. I didn't know. I didn't know. It's so hard.
I didn't realize it was that tough.
Yeah.
Because Kyrie was one of those guys where I felt like you're great and you could be a Hall of Famer, but I need you to accept what you are.
When him and KD decided, he knew he wasn't going to be them. He was like, I'll be a number 2.
KD's better than you, yes.
Yeah.
No, when Harden's there, I still don't think he wants to give up that number 2 spot. He's like, no.
Do people still call KD the Slim Reaper? Because that was a cool name, dog.
He hated it.
So.
He hated it.
I forgot he's sensitive.
He didn't want.
Yeah, he's super sensitive.
Tarantula, Spot. He didn't like. He's just call me KD.
Oh,
you don't get to pick your nickname. That's not how nicknames work. You're assigned.
That's what my KD. It's like, KD, you worried about the wrong stuff. When you get when people are giving you a positive nickname, this is a good thing.
Slim Reaper was hard,
bro. That was
hard. That was good.
That's hard, bro. Plus, it's like you shape like Kevin Garnett. You know you are. Don't
Kevin
like
Garnett got a better shit. He got those weird, awkward.
No, I meant like
shoulders.
just far as being. I'm talking about being like like not thick.
Did that Kevin Garnett 30 for 30 drop yet? I want to see that.
I don't know.
He got one. I know he had one coming. I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's about him
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's being so intense, out of high school. Because he was the year before Kobe and all that stuff like that.
Bro, he was petty on the court too, dog. Like, what was it? He walked by the one person that said like something about Cheerios or something.
Oh
like,
yes, your wife tastes like Cheerios.
Fruity Pebbles or something.
Fruity, yeah.
What was the one thing he said? Well, I think someone's like granny died, and he had like a Happy Mother's Day joke or something wild like that.
They said he was worse than Gary Payton.
He talked red. And thing about him was I think he didn't used to yell it. He'll like walk by you and kind of like, so you couldn't always catch what he was saying. He was like, "Listen, I'm gonna still have my good image. I'm gonna do it."
He's just always hype, apparently.
So his documentary comes out the July 30th.
I'm trying to watch that.
Month and a half.
I'm trying to watch that. I need to watch the rest of these. I need to watch more of these WWE A&E bio things.
I heard they're good. I haven't seen any of them.
My pops was like, I ain't watched wrestling in years. He goes, I'm catching all these. Only one I watch this right now is Macho Man. I need to watch Bret, Stone Cold, Warrior. I think there's another one. Does The Rock have one? But I know Bret, Stone Cold, and Warrior got one.
Yeah, TV
and
show. That is his documentary.
Wait, what?
I said The Rock's got a TV show. That is his documentary.
Look, I know, right?
He's got Young Rock.
It's actually not bad.
It's not bad, yeah.
I haven't watched
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Where's it? What station to come on? I ain't watched that yet.
It's I think it's the one with the Peacock. Is that NBC?
PBS.
No, not
Peacock.
PBS.
No, it's ABC or NBC. One of those two, right?
Yeah, whichever one. Whichever one's got the Peacock. It's on there.
Is that where like looks like it's like the rainbow?
Yeah.
I guess it's NBC.
I watch it on Hulu.
Hey,
They got season 1 on Hulu.
I was gonna say I'll stream it. I don't care. Shut up.
No, Dave season 2 drops Wednesday.
I'm trying to watch Dave, bro. Dave was hilarious, though.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait.
I ate. She came. I gasped. I went again. No, I hated that song. That wasn't a full song. It's like 50 seconds. I was bopping that task. Was mad at me. What you listening to? I'm like, nah, first off.
Yeah, dude, Dave was so good.
That was a great show. I like how it was put together.
That show, and it seemed like it was so like I feel like he was playing himself. Like it was just him.
It really is. It really is. So some of those stories, because that's his real homeboy.
I didn't know this was real hype man. I thought it was just the dude they hired. That's his real hype man. I didn't know that. And he really is bipolar. I was like, dang, that scene was deep. I didn't think it was gonna get that deep.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this show, like it caught me off guard.
I think that's really how him and his chick broke up, and I was like going to like the wedding.
Hey, that was wild, bro. Like, and then his prison rap was crazy.
Because he was talking about, he was like, no, that was a real one. He's like sitting there trying to. Right then, I'm listening to the song we joked around with on the way home.
Yeah, I'm now. It's just like most shows, it's dropping, one at a time. I gotta wait and watch it.
Yeah, that's the struggle right now. It's like I need a couple shows. We finished Netflix, Lucifer. I'm like,
Netflix has spoiled us, like because Netflix was the first app. It wasn't just one of the first big streaming apps. It was the first that was like season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like because when they first started, they had to have shows. So they just picked a bunch of shows, and it was like you watch the whole thing. I'm like, I like that. I like that.
Like I like that, but I also like how Disney Plus is doing it because that gives me something to watch next week.
Yeah.
Like it gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But that makes more sense because it's part of an ongoing universe.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm okay with that because I know so much already.
Yeah.
See, with new shows, especially if it's not just a comedy or sitcom, it's like, bro, there's some deep lore here. I kind of want to know more.
Yeah.
I can do that with Disney because it's like, I watch all the movies. It's, I'm just catching up with my friends. That's all it is.
Yeah. Ashley hasn't seen them all, so we're binging all of the movies so that she can watch the side shows.
Oh, a real good one that's a sleeper that I really enjoy and I want that season 2. That the Upshaws with Mike Epps.
I heard that was dope.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
Dope.
What's the Jamie Foxx one called? What's that comedy called?
Dad Don't Embarrass Me or something like that.
Because I heard that they're both decent, but one is definitely better than the other.
Upshaw's more realistic. It's like,
yeah,
honestly, it's like a family from Indiana, like,
okay,
they have real family problems, like, and they talk to each other, like, not dysfunctional, but like a real family, like people get cussed out and talk about it. You're like, oh yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have to peep that. I gotta peep both of those. I'm so behind on so many shows I want to watch. I need a vacation just to watch shows and play video games.
I know people that like the JB movie, but I was like, okay, it was more.
That's the one with David Allen Greer.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted. So I was like, man, David is kind of good. It's
I miss
more
that.
sitcom-y. It's more like this is a trope.
Okay, so they're for two. It sounds like they serve two different purposes. What it sounds like.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Okay, I won't compare them then. I'll just watch them both separate. Okay, that makes sense to me. Y'all, I like talking to y'all. Dude, this is fun for me.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? What's going on?
I want to go viral and not have to work no more.
Can we all do that?
But I don't want to get canceled either. So I gotta be.
Cancel me. I don't care. Just give me my $1 million.
Hey, we're talking. If I'm a couple million in,
right there.
hey, if I'm a couple million in and they cancel me, I'll be like, but I'm already $1 million. I don't care now.
Yeah, just give me my $1 million.
I know
You
my
cancel
number.
me?
I have a number to where I can.
I'll cancel myself.
I honestly I go through this all the time. I do a calculation. If I have this much money, I know how to live a certain way. I'm straight.
Yeah, I know what number I walk around. I'm not.
Look, me and him were talking about this. Scott, you might know what I'm talking about. You watch the movie, right? Person might be an athlete, actor, investor, whatever the case may be. They fall from grace. But you know for a fact they just had like 10 to 20 million. And you'll be like, why is your house and car seized? You'll be like, that was way too quick.
Hey, I'll be climbing the ground out here. I got my land, my tractor. I'm like, because
I'll be like, if you're covering all your bills, paid all your taxes, nothing should be seized yet. Because when you watch the movie, it'll be like lost to fight, right? And then the house be seized. I'll be like, it's still summertime.
They leased everything. They put everything and spent the money.
Bro, you shouldn't be all the way broke in 60 days. Especially if they paid off.
T-Pain was on a podcast just last week, and he was talking about how he lost all of his money. Yeah. He was like, if someone would have told me when I was making money that it's a roller coaster, it's going to be up and down, then I would have prepared. He was like, but everyone in the rap industry told me, spend your money because you're going to keep making it. Like, you're just going to keep making money.
That's terrible advice, and I'm middle class.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's terrible advice.
What? But he legitimately he said, he didn't name names, but he was like, I asked people for advice, and they just said, just spend your money because you're going to keep making it.
I don't think I've ever heard that from anyone who makes above minimum wage.
Yeah,
I'm already like a super cautious person anyway, so I just like, I don't need it.
Me and him were talking about it. My wife was with me. Because I was broke for so long after college. Like, I would do like broke mentality stuff for the longest time because I was so used to not having money. Yeah. And people didn't understand. They making fun of me. I'm like, no, I was at home with a college degree making minimum wage for a year. Like, understand, I'm not thinking the same way you thinking. I had just got that job.
Like, I can go a week without looking at my bank account, and that's because I don't spend the money. It was like I stay at home. Especially with the pandemic, it's easy to just stay at home.
Yeah, I was chilling.
Stay at home. Like, I know what's in my bank account because I didn't spend any money this week.
Yeah, I don't do frivolous nonsense. Like, I have what I need. I even have some of my wants, but I don't just Mitt Romney. I don't just like I could win money today. I could win $100 million today. Y'all would only know when I invite you over to the new house to have a party. Y'all would not. No one would know I made this money. Oh yeah. Because I'm not flashy like that. Hell, even my car, like, people be like, "What's your dream car? You want a Ferrari? You want a Tesla?" I'd be like, "A Tahoe." Like, I really be like, I'll even be like super luxury.
Oh,
like,
you know what I want now? And this is like only if I win an abundance of money. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I came back. Like, even in my dream, I'm not super frivolous because it's like, how do I say this? I'm because I'm.
Like, he goes back to him. It's all about you. He just missed the whole thing.
Straight cut.
He's like, off. Back to me. All right, yeah. So, like I was saying,
because I was talking. I said, "Oh, I went away. I wonder if they can hear me." And
we heard everything you said, but you stopped. I was like, "Oh, my turn."
Yay!
Yeah, Griff's like, I get to talk. Nope.
I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. Oh, all I was gonna say was, I know people and I've seen things that happen to people. I never want to make myself a target. I'm never going to be one standing for the ground. I could never do that. I don't be a target.
I'm going to be like a rich owner of the team who's going to be out there in this Walmart t-shirt and khakis. Just like some everyday white guy. Who's like, what's going on? But
listen, that's something like
But as far as dream cars, but you know what I want, and that's only if I hit it lottery or something great. I want that new F-50 Lightning. Have you seen that?
You talking about the electric truck, right?
Yes.
I looked it up. I said, hold on.
Because I wanted a Cybertruck, but he kept playing and it didn't come out. So I had to get my other car, my regular truck. Had to get my normal SUV. And I saw that, I was like, oh, and then they were talking about the specs. I was like, I'm okay with this. Yeah. It's a nice one. And it's already got like a known good frame. I was like, it's got an F-50 frame and all this other stuff, and it comes with the platinum leather and all that stuff already inside of it.
What is platinum leather? Hold on now.
And then the range on it, and they showed the range, and people are like, oh, that's pretty decent. They're like, no, this is with a full bed, like maximum tow. That's not with a free weight like truck, just huge truck.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, you're talking about 500, 600 miles on the charge.
Really?
Are you serious?
He's like, don't play with me.
Now, see, if I won the lottery, I would be flashy a little bit. Like, I'm still, don't get me wrong, like, we pay off the mortgage, we still live in our house, we still drive our cars. But all of us going on vacation. Where y'all will go? That's how I'd be. I'm like, we're going to celebrate one big vacation. I'm paying for everybody. And then that's it.
Now, see, I would do stuff like that. Like, I want to go to Ruth Chris and go, I need the whole restaurant this evening. Thank you.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to be doing that every day. But like, hey, y'all want to go on vacation?
Every blue moon. Yeah, I would definitely. I would love to bless my friends and family. Like, definitely. Oh, my God. Not even to be flashy. I want, and I think, and this might be, like I said, I'm paranoid. I might act like my company's doing it or something. Like, I might pretend like it's not coming from me. I'm paranoid. I don't want to be a target.
No, see, like, but y'all would know. Y'all would know. Like, we're doing this for you all, but y'all ain't allowed to tell nobody else. Like, y'all keep it between yourselves.
Here's my.
This is what's going down, and we paid for this as a unit. I didn't pay for it. We paid for it. That's what it would be like.
If I have one of those crazy ones, I'm gonna have a meeting. There's gonna be a long conference table. It's going to be immediate fam, and then sprinkle with others. It's going to be me, my lawyer, and some paperwork. It's like, hey guys, sign your NDAs, and then collect whatever your amount is for you to know and to do whatever you want with. If you want to take care of your siblings, or that's on you. Don't tell nobody where this came from. And I'll see you if I have something going on or something like that.
No, he's gonna be like, where you going? Where you going, Griff? I'll be in France, maybe. I don't know. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's like,
let's go to
how much can I give without the gift tax coming?
See, that's the thing.
It's the same question. I'll be thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, how come can I give it out?
Yeah, it's like, so I can pay their mortgage off tax-free, or they get taxed if I give them $1 million. I'm going to pay their mortgage off. How about that?
Yeah. I don't know about giving cash, because if you don't tell nobody you got the cash, you just got cash. But then it's like, you can't really put that anywhere.
Then they can't put it away. So it's like, pay off a certain amount of bill, get an allowance. But it's a lot of work, because I thoroughly thought of this. Like, I've already got the ticket in my pocket. And I was like, well, Monday, I got until Tuesday to figure this out. Like the gift tax and everything. I was like, okay, so if I take out 99999, it doesn't flag out because it has to be 10. I was like, I'm not going to keep doing that every day.
It would take a while
to pay you. It's like,
thank y'all for saying that, because I'd be having the same thought. Like, how could I give away without the people who don't have the money like I do getting penalized for it?
Right.
You know how crazy that is to have a gift tax?
I don't understand that.
Yeah, a gift tax, man. That's incredible. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss. I apologize for that.
He got edited. I will tell you one thing I learned. I didn't know this was a thing. When you go on apparently like game shows and award shows and you win stuff, listen, not money, like a car, house, whatever.
You got to pay tax before you leave.
Yeah. I didn't realize that you have to pay it up front. I can't just pay it at tax time.
Nope.
So you might win a
Upfront.
car, and you might win a luxury car, but I was the tax on it, 18 grand. Like,
That's why they give away Kias and stuff. They're not giving away Mercedes and
no, I
Lexus.
noticed that. If you when you watch shows from like the 90s, or like the cars went from like, you want a Toyota? Want a Ford? Like it got more reasonable, and I'm like, that's why.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't take the car home. How mad I'd be. I won. When you win, you won a 2021 Mercedes.
Can I put something? No.
Can I put $10 on it? Yeah, we need 15 grand today. Now, I'd be like, what? Why can't you charge me at text time? Why gotta be this way?
Yeah, but gift tax is so dumb, man. It'd be one of those things where it's like, all right, well, if I can't do gift tax, then Lee is I've hired him. He's going to write a book about me, and his salary is $10 million. And Griff,
there's a movie about this. No, Richard Pryor did a movie about the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, what happened is he had to spend a certain amount of money, and he had to spend every dime of it. But he could collect. He could collect no property in the meantime.
Yeah.
Then, if he did it right, he won $300 million. Yeah. So he would do things like buy a rare stamp for $1 million, mail it. He'll hire you. I'll pay you 10 grand a week. He'll hire you. I'll pay you 20 grand a week. Then he rented out a luxury hotel. Like he had to literally find ways to spend the money without accumulating anything. Yeah. He blessed a lot of people. Like rent furniture, don't buy it. Little stupid stuff like that.
He was like a minor league pitcher, and his grandfather was like this rich white dude. He was like, surprise! I'm your grandpa. He was like, what?
Yeah. I goes, yeah, I'm white. You didn't know, did you?
Yeah, I'd do stuff like that, but like, all right, well, I can't do gift tax.
You still got to write off like a 1099 or something, right? Or
yeah,
something.
but if I'm gonna give you each 15 mil, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna hire you and pay you 10 up front, and then the 5 is gonna be me paying your taxes.
Okay.
That's how I would pay you.
Now, see, I thought about that too. Like, if I could put that in a contract, like, can I do this and then I'll pay the tax? I didn't know if that was a thing you could do. Like, if that's cool, like, that'd be great.
But the problem with gift tax is, from what I understand,
how much
both people have to pay.
Really? That's really?
Because I think my mom my mom works for the IRS. I think she told me once that gift tax, like the person giving the gift has to pay a tax, and the person receiving it has to pay the tax if it's over a certain amount. I could be wrong. I mean, this was years ago that she told me.
We got some trash laws, bro.
You know how extra trash that is?
That is trash. But the money, I'm going to pay the tax as the person who won it. I'm going to get taxed, 40% already. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then you tax the money I give away.
And you still got to get taxed. So you get taxed initially for taking a lump sum. If you take a lump sum, you get taxed. So if after that lump sum, whatever, after you take 40, so let's say you're left with 200, you still got to pay tax for the year for that money. So you still got to pay tax on top of it. So that initial 40% doesn't even matter. It's like that's the cost of doing business.
Once you go down this rabbit hole, you start realizing this is why rich people do what they do. Like you start understanding. Like I'm not saying I'm okay with it, but I get now where their mentality comes from. Where you're like, why is it every dollar I get, y'all, the government over here?
Well,
that's why, like, I get it. Like I said, I'm not rich, so I don't care. Y'all get taxed. I'm not rich. I don't care about y'all. Y'all get taxed. But like, once you get there, it's like, I understand.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Like what was it? Cardi B had that video where she was like, I just paid $400,000 from $1 million I made. She was like, hold up, bro. Like Cardi B had a whole video, and I was like, that sounds terrible. You break it down like that. I kind of understand.
Yeah.
If I had to pay you $40 out of every 100 I made, you know how mad I'd be.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's why a lot of companies are based out of the U.S. because of that. Like they are based in the Bahamas or something like that because they can do business in the U.S. but not have the U.S. taxes.
Have heard about a lot of this stuff. Like I said, I don't understand it because I don't live in that world. But
yeah, me either.
More I hear about it, but then it's like then you start realizing where it came from. You're like, oh, that's why you did it. But then it's like on the other side, like someone like 50 Cent, right, who doesn't come from money, who earned it. That's different than born into it. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you told me I'm just now hitting this and I come from literally nothing, I'm like, you can't have $1. But someone born into it, it's like, here you go, pitch posh. Here you go, pitch posh. Take this. I'm owed money. It's different for me.
Yeah. But anyways, moral of the story: if I get fat sums off the lottery, y'all be blessed. I'll just have to figure it out. We'll just have to find a way to make it work.
I feel the same way about y'all. I think about this all the time, and I
too much.
How do I get around that?
For somebody that doesn't play the lottery, I think about it way too much.
Like, I played the lottery probably a handful of times over, like,
in my life, 3 times, maybe 3 times. In my life, maybe 3 times total, and 2 of those were group things we did at work.
Yeah.
I'm doing $1 stupid to where it's like you got to get mad at yourself. He's like, it's almost $1 billion. You gotta play.
You might as well. Now, something I told myself. Now, this is unpopular opinion. A lot of people tell me they don't feel this way because I watched documentary years ago about like lottery winner like sob stories. There was one story in the sob story where the guy didn't have a bad ending because what he did was he didn't take the lump sum. So what happened is the first year, right? It's like December. His big empty mansion has no food and he's cold, right? Because everything's turned off because he spent all this money. But because he took the lump sum, when January came around, he goes, okay, I won't do that again. And some people, it was the opposite. They took the lump sum and it was like, they know what to do. Or some people, they wouldn't leave their hometown, live in their same house. And it was like, people know you won 100 million. They know where you live. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But the payout is not that great. Like, unless you got like a big crazy for the, for the weekly or whatever they do it for the lifetime or whatever like that. The way it's broken down, it's like you just have a really good job.
Yeah, because you might make like $1 million. It might make like $1 million a year for so long. But for me, that's wonderful.
See, I would just do the lump sum, honestly.
Yeah, but it's like the lump sum, especially it's like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Then because you only get one factor actuary, so it's like if y'all in a car together, then it's like, oh, back to us. Thanks for that lottery money.
But I will say this: the amount does matter because if you tell me. I say 50 mil.
Because they say you won $1 million, then it's like, okay, we'll pay it out for a lifetime. It's like, it ain't a lot every week.
Yes. But if you won like 200 mil and got that as a paycheck, like, different. Because the only reason I said it because I watched the story of, like I said, the documentary, and I was like, people do a lot of dumb stuff. I'm not buying jet skis and stuff and being in a locked place. Like there's people like buying boats and stuff. It's like, I bought a boat. Where you live? Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I live in Oklahoma. Like, why'd you buy a boat?
It's like
buy a tractor.
Like I won 200 million, 100 million's going into investment accounts. Like I'm gonna let that.
My G, that kind of money, you don't even have to
just leave it in the savings.
Just leave it in the savings.
1% of $1 million, of 100 million each month, you literally can just live off the 1% that gets interest off of. Like that's it.
That's all I would do. I have my cut off. It's like this for me. The rest, I can just give that away. I'll be fine.
I'm trying to bless a lot of people.
Cool house. I'm gonna keep my regular ass car, and I'm gonna get my Lightning because that's all I want. And my cool house, and I'm gonna travel here and there and do dope stuff with my friends.
And I'm definitely gonna do that thing. I think I've heard 2 or 3 ways you can do it where you can win anonymously. Yeah, I'm doing that. That's the first thing I'm doing.
I think you like pay.
You have to go. You have to go take the picture, but you can be in a costume.
Because I know one way I heard was that you can get a law firm to take it on your behalf.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah,
I've heard about that. I've heard the costume thing. I heard about that recently.
Yeah.
Now
costume because they'll be like, take a picture of this, or we'll put your name on there.
What I thought about doing was this: I'll go down to the lottery office. How many people work down there? Would you say? 10, 20?
I don't know. It's a big building.
It is a big building, but
because I thought about stuff. Hey, I thought about going in there. Hey, yeah, don't do any of that stuff. Sorry, it's our job. 100,000 a piece. Don't do it. Just don't follow the rules. Not enough? 200K a piece. Don't put my name anywhere. Just give me the check.
It's not. It's just like the dude in McAllister's who fights for it. It's like, hey, I want a PB&J. That's only for kids. I don't have kids. It's for kids or until I see kids. It's like there's always somebody who's gonna argue. It's like, dog, it's not that.
No, that's not fair.
Take the money.
Sir, do you want it in cash or do you want it deposited? Wait, I can have 20K? What you want?
Like,
listen,
dude, do you have a limited supply of peanut butter back there? Why are you fighting me on this? How many kids come in here asking for this?
Wasn't that an episode of Atlanta where he was like, have a kids meal? I don't see a kid, sir. I said,
yeah. It's like, and it's funny because he legit had a kid. But
you know what messed me about that movie though? I remember watching that TV show and being like, dude, just go to McDonald's, order off the dollar menu. Like, I would just go a different route completely. Me personally.
He didn't want a sound. He wanted a meal.
Yeah, but how much was it? $5? $5 at McDonald's dollar menu, bro. Just get four
so
things.
Wendy's
oh,
4 for
and
$4.
plus everywhere, everyone don't have a dollar menu. Remember we went to Ohio?
Oh, yeah, that's
does not have
Wendy's 4 for $4.
no, he's right. Everywhere. When that first when the dollar first popped off, yeah. Hold on. We was in Atlanta years ago, and I remember, McDonald's when they first went 24 hours certain places.
Yeah.
Some places had a late night only menu, and none of them were dollar menu items.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go in there and then we go late night menu. It's like off to the side. And you'd be like, why is it all?
You kind of go. It's like,
let
me get a McChicken, $2.
Hey, bro, I put it on Instagram a couple months ago. Somebody had a picture of Arizona, 1.29. I'm like, hold on, bro, hold on. On the can now.
Yeah.
I'm like, 1.2. Hold on, y'all being disrespectful right now.
It's like, what in the Photoshop?
That's
like, nah, just don't rub off. Like,
I think I said every day we
in Atlanta, when he went to Ray, he was like, 160, but it says 99 cents on the can. He said, dude, it's 170. It's 2 liter prices.
If I get that, I'm not getting that. I'm getting something else. I'm like, nah, bump that.
Yeah.
Arizona's good, but I'll get it for the $1.
That's what the most disrespectful thing in the world is.
What?
Go into like the gas station or somewhere like a small gas station and look at a 20 ounce something, and it'd be like $2.30 or something. Then you turn your head and look at a 2 liter for just under that price. It's like I'm paying for it. I can grab it and it's cold.
You're basically paying. No. Do y'all remember there used to be a dollar store across the street from Dixie Dozen in the same shopping center? It was like across the way, but in the same shopping center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid. I walked in there. The big thing of Pringles was $1. I said, "Oh, I'll get the half size and go in my pocket. $2." I'm like, "Oh, so we can sneak in it? Okay." Like I didn't even question. I understood.
It's like you're not.
We do this.
Paying for the price. You're paying for the convenience. Like it's cold.
It's
small. You can carry it.
Go in the back pocket. And I knew what it was, and it's quiet because
it's like at times it's like really if you really think about it, because at one point it's like you could go to Kroger or something, get a big K for 69 cents, and those be the big 2 liters. Some 3 liters they had stuff like that. 69
I remember
cents
that,
for the same thing, or you can get that name brand for $2 more. It's like, man, you better get this Mr. Thunder.
Yep, that Dr. Thunder.
What
he didn't even graduate. He was Mr. He was like,
RDC World has an extra kick. I'm like, come on, this kick.
You want to squirt? Squirt.
He said, what he said, we had RC Cola and the red can. He goes, you have to tell me that you had the, I don't care.
I didn't even know they have variety.
Can you still buy RC Cola?
Yeah. You know that's Dave's favorite, right?
Yeah, he loved yeah.
He's the only dude who's like, RC. I was like, what? On purpose?
I remember what RC Cola tastes like. It don't taste like the other sodas. Regular RC does not taste like Coke or Pepsi. You'll be like, you actually are different.
A hint of fizz. You're like, wait, what is this?
You'll be like, why are you different than your brothers? Why are you
different? Like I'm cola. It's like, are you though? What is this?
You're like a remix, but the lyrics aren't like you didn't add rappers. You just changed your verse.
What is cola? Like a root or something? It's like
RC Cola is literally like a remix, but you didn't add anybody. You just changed your original verse.
So whatever it gets a color and it's right, apparently RC is not the ripe one. It's still kind of green root. It's like it's got clipped a little earlier. It's like we gotta put these out. Get these roots.
Right now. All right, there you go.
This cola is ready to go.
It's still a shrub. Yeah. It's like you see a leaf. That's good.
Yeah, the best semi-ripe. Semi-ripe. That don't sound good. What you mean semi-ripe?
It's for the adult palate. You like a little tart, don't you? What? I didn't ask for this.
That's like back then McDonald's had the Arch Deluxe that nobody wanted.
Oh, the Arch Deluxe, they're pushing that so hard. It's like, it got a tomato.
Burger for adults. People, even adults were like, if you'll give me a double cheeseburger, a Big Mac.
So it's a cheeseburger, but you threw a hard, strong onion on it and a tomato. You threw a whole bunch of mayonnaise on it.
And then it kind of just became the Big and Tasty. And then that went away. Now the Big and Tasty looked like a quarter pounder with extra vegetables. That's what it looked like.
It got worse. The Big and Tasty, they just called it Big Nasty.
Big Nasty, bro. I never ate one. I said, why are you just a quarter pounder with more vegetables?
It It was.
There was nothing.
Do they still serve like those Big Mac wraps? Y'all remember those?
Oh, dude, that's
Like,
when I
but they
started
had
eating
the
at
Big Mac
McDonald's
wraps?
because it got me sick.
I think I had. Did I ever have one?
It was the weirdest
because it
thing,
got me
man.
sick. Because I was
Remember when
like,
they had-
"Oh, this is healthy." Ow, no.
Remember when they started making the expensive stack wraps with more stuff in it that was bigger?
Yeah.
That lasted like a summer.
Yeah.
McDonald's bring back all day breakfast too, dog. Everywhere ain't got it no more.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
the McDonald's by me is popping off. Like they're trying to hire people like crazy, offering
Everywhere
like,
is.
signing bonuses,
Yeah.
college tuition.
Because
All
people
that
get
shit.
unemployment. I'm not
All
going to
that.
go work for you and break my back for $9 an hour.
No, they're
Now
like
kick
they're like
rocks.
offering like $2,000 college tuition reimbursement,
They got
sign-on
to.
bonus and everything. I'm like, this is McDonald's.
But see, this is McDonald's. When you have to sign this as
That's how
2
much money
billion
they got,
burgers
yeah.
served. They have the money. This is why people hate companies. You'd be like, we know you have the profit to pay me more. Like, we know you do. So do that, and we'll work for you.
Hey,
It's literally that simple.
I was driving one of those restaurants I saw. They had like $18 an hour. I was like, man, I can get a part time.
Which one was it? Which one though? Which one though?
Some Domino's are like $20 an hour for a delivery driver. It's like,
Yeah.
I know how
I
to drive.
saw that. I can drive.
I know how to drive.
I get good oil changes. I'm like, I'd be seeing jobs. Sometimes I'd be like, if you can guarantee me this job at this rate with benefits, listen. I'll drive all night. What you need? Listen, starting off 20, come on, bro. Let's have a conversation.
You ain't wrong.
I remember it used to be crazy a lot. I remember just getting hype off of 14.
I remember as a kid just being happy to make more than $5 an hour.
Oh,
Right?
I remember
$5.15 to dirty.
Dude.
I remember
$5.15.
like senior.
I'm
I
that
remember when it jumped up to $5.85. I was like, woohoo! I could buy new shoes.
7 something. Then they moved me to
$7.25.
and then they were like, oh, if you do this job, you make 10. I was like, oh.
Bro, $10 an hour used to be every person that was broke in middle class. That was $10 an hour. That meant something. That meant something. And then we got older and realized $10 an hour ain't that much.
I probably consider go, but that's sad. Like, no disrespect to anybody, but if I looked at the check and it was talking about I just had $10 an hour on there, I'm in the game. I'm on these streets.
Hey,
I am immediately going to crime. There's no way I can pay these bills. I'm like, you forced my hand.
I remember working one of my old jobs, and I was literally talking to this lady I worked with, and she laughing her butt off. I'm not being funny. I looked at her, I said, I have some relatives that are so dope. I understand now. She's like, I'm like, I'm not being funny. What I made this paycheck, they made on Monday. That realization hurt me.
So I had a previous job working full time, so I was eligible for benefits. The amount that it was going to cost me to pay for insurance was my entire month's salary. My whole paycheck for both paychecks, my entire month of pay, it would have been for that.
Your job didn't negotiate with the company, did they? They just said you got to get it at cost.
They had a job like that, and they were telling us it was like you should look for independent.
Yeah, they were like, you aren't you so glad that you can get offered insurance and 401k? And I'm like, you realize that I am a healthy adult. I should not be paying $800 a month for insurance. Like, what's going on here?
What?
There's family plans that are cheaper than that.
What is the payout? $100 million or something? I would jump off the roof for my family.
I'm telling you, I looked at it, and I was like, I make $600 a paycheck, and you're trying to take all that money. All that money.
That hurts me. And this hypothetical that I'm hurt. I'm hurt
just to
right
get
now.
a physical every year. Just for the regular, everybody else gets for like $20.
I know that copay better be nothing. Matter of fact, I should get $10 for getting the check. I should get $10.
Yeah, they should pay you every copay.
I should have incentives for getting this insurance.
But a lot of companies like that. It's. I was telling somebody this years ago, and I stand behind this. Matter of fact, Scott, you talked about this. We get mad at insurance companies But the problem is because medicine can charge what they want to, insurance goes up. Not realizing it shouldn't cost 6 figures to do brain surgery on my child.
It shouldn't.
And it not be regulated.
A lot of it is the insurance fault too, they created that culture.
Yeah, but I heard, but that's because they can charge what they want up front. Then they negotiate with the insurance company. Well, we'll only pay this much.
Exactly.
It's 40 grand now.
It's both parties are responsible for it, because the doctor knows they're going to go to the insurance company. A doctor knows they're only going to pay 60% of what the doctor says. So the doctor is going to raise their rate 60% so that they get what they want. Like, that's absolute. There should there's no regulation. There's no regulation. In no way should a baby that just got born be $1 million in debt because they were in the ICU, the NICU for 30 days. Like, why are you putting a family in that much debt for the basic right to live? Like,
so basically, my child lives. Now we poor.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, and you wonder why, like, medical bills are the most common collection. Like, they're the most common thing in collections. Because it's ridiculous.
For toothpaste because you stayed the night.
Oh, but see, I didn't know about that until I got older. We're like, you have to stay overnight, right? We can get ibuprofen. Got what, y'all? $5 at the store, right? Right, for a bottle.
Dollar Tree, like $1 less for the. It's the same travel size toothpaste and toothbrush.
Right, but in the hospital stay for a dose, 2 pills, it'll be like you'll see the bill $50. I'm like, and generic.
Yeah. Generic. You better enjoy that Tylenol. I pay top dollar for that.
or like someone come take your blood while you sleep, and you'll be like, "Yeah, we charged $10,000 for that." Like,
dude, no. I just had a test done where all I had to do was wear an oxygen mask and ride an exercise bike.
Oh, okay.
It was $2,000.
I can go buy an oxygen mask. Let me stop.
Could have recorded yourself at the gym.
It was $2,000 for them to look at my vitals while I rode an exercise bike.
I don't.
Why? Like, the doctor came in, did not say a word. He was literally there just in case I collapsed. I got off the bike. He said, "Good job," and left, and charged me $2,000.
It doesn't. Wow, we've gone off the rails, but oh my God, that made me hurt just now. I'm about to drink a lot of water, eat more vegetables. I hate going to the doctor.
That's ridiculous, right? And insurance did help out. I only have to pay $600. But why am I paying $600 to ride an exercise bike?
I've had something be so outlandish. My insurance company was like, "Yeah, we're not going to pay that. Ask them to do something else," because they were like, "That doesn't."
Oh, yeah, 100%. It was like insurance companies are totally within their right to say that's not medically necessary.
Bro, I actually had that happen, and basically in the end, the claim was I have sleep apnea. That's what they claimed that they made. I went through all this stuff, all this back and forth, this test, they won't pay for this, do an at-home test. When I got that machine, now people say, you have to get used to it. No, and I understand that. But I'm at the age that I am now, I've had better sleep, caffeinated, having to be up at work in 3 hours. The machine made me sleep worse because I was doing it for a job. Mm-hmm. Took it back, didn't get the job. And the thing was, when I saw the doctor, I told him I had just gone through some things medically that made me I had gained because I had stomach virus. I gained weight, and my blood pressure's up. What happens is when you're on the stomach virus, they put you on a bread diet. I don't know if you know what bread is. It's like banana, rice, applesauce, toast. So a high carb diet with sugar. I gained weight, and also I tried to tell him, he didn't believe me. And then when we took all my vitals for the sleep apnea thing, all I had was snoring. I had none of the other ones. You know how a doctor be like, "Do you have any of these symptoms?" I literally told him, "No, I don't have any of those." I said, "That sounds awful." I was like, if I had the symptoms, I would have been in here a long time ago. The guy he went to go see me, he recommended, said, "Oh, you have it." I never got to see my test results. He just told me I had it, which I found that odd. Worst sleep I ever had. Got off it, got back in the gym. I was healthy again. My stomach virus was gone. I've been getting the best sleep ever. And I was like, "You're an a-hole."
Well, I watched a video. It was one of those where a doctor is talking to himself kind of thing, but he's acting like he's a different person. He was like, "Oh, that's," he was talking about how the doctor was complaining. He was like, "Oh, I couldn't do this procedure for my patient because the insurance company said it wasn't medically necessary." And the guy was like, "But you're the doctor, so you determine medical necessity, don't you?" He was like, well, yeah, but the insurance company has a say in that, and they said that based off records, it's not medically necessary. Like, so the insurance company is practicing medicine. No, but they just determined a patient's outcome. They said they didn't need it. So they're saying that the patient's fine, which is practicing medicine. Like, when you think about it, it's kind of like messed up where like because they're literally just looking at your medical records and saying, no, you don't need this. They don't know you. They don't know anything about you, but no, you don't need it.
That is odd to me. I found it odd that my insurance company said that. But what got me was the doctor. I said, hey man, the insurance said I don't need it. Can you just sign off on this form? He goes, no. I said, yeah, but I can't afford to pay. I think it was like how many grand out of pocket. Get a payment plan. And I remember I never wanted to fight a doctor before, but he was like mad disrespectful. He goes, get a payment plan. You can get a payment plan. I'm over like.
That's the culture. Like that's the
kind of reckless, ain't you?
Like we walk the gray line because like universal healthcare is not very good because it's not competitive, and that's the whole point of like that's why America is so good medically is because there's competitiveness in the field. So you
Brazil awesome though.
What?
Isn't it like Brazil awesome though?
I don't know, maybe, but like that's how it was explained to me is like America is great medically because there's competitiveness. Because there's the drive for making medicine, for learning these research, doing all this.
There's
research.
A lot of breakthroughs. There's a lot of breakthroughs that come from America.
We have a lot of great schools.
But the problem is, like, because it's not universal healthcare, it's like, all right, well, we're going to charge you $500,000. Why? Because I felt like it.
Yeah, there's no regulation. That's what's odd about it. The regulation is there's no regulation, and then it's like I said, when you see like the bills and stuff, you'll be like. How much like, and they tell you what's the in hospitals, if I'm not mistaken, you can't bring things in. So be like, well, we got to wrap your arm up. Like, I can get gauze for $10. No, we have gauze here. Yeah, but you're gonna charge me $500. I can get gauze for $10. I can get gauze for $10 at Walmart. It's the same gauze you use.
They don't want you to give your money to Walmart. They want your money.
It was funny. So it's funny. You have competitive. Other industries will let you do that. Like for example, you go to AutoZone. Oh no, not AutoZone because they sell parts. You go to a place that fixes cars and they go, you need this, this, and this. We'll charge you XYZ. When I was young, I'd be like, if I bring you the part, we put it in? Yes. Because they're still going to get labor. Yeah, they charge labor. So I literally was in college. I knew I was at an auto place, walked 2 blocks to AutoZone. I bought an alternator for like not even $100. Walked up, he put it in. Like the combined price of me buying in his labor was under $200. But altogether, if I did it his way, it would have been like $500.
Yeah.
And I said, just that little tweak there, just that would be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But they lose a lot of money. They lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just making up the prices as they go. Anyway.
Yeah, they're just kind of making it up. Yeah, it's like.
Oh, that's
what they do.
That was saddening.
Yeah. On a happy note, I'm happy to see y'all. Y'all look good, y'all look healthy, and I have nothing but love for you, my brothers.
Absolutely.
It's for it's fun to do, Scott, man. It's good. Good having you around.
It's good to see you, man. Real talk.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. Hopefully it's an entertaining episode. I'm not good on camera, so.
So just talking.
Social media, Cash App, or anything?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Heard you got Instagram.
2 big pictures.
2 big pictures. Yeah, check me out. 2 pictures. No, I ain't got nothing.
It's all good. Hey, you got us. You got us, man.
I have my friends. Good
to see my man.
Gift tax.
Oh man. we won this hypothetical billion. Got to figure out how to give it away without people getting gouged.
Yep.
It's crazy. Hey, if they tax the giver and the
I could be wrong on that. I tried to look it up, but I didn't see anything.
If you start,
it could just be the recipient.
Could you start a nonprofit and then give it from the nonprofit? I've heard that's complex. I've heard that's pretty complex too.
Nonprofits in general are complex, man.
The feds are just waiting. They're like, yeah, he's gonna mess up the paperwork.
Yeah, I'll just hire you guys and set aside half of your salary for your taxes and just give it to you. Like I'll just like okay.
They're my greeters, just like it's Walmart. I pay them to be my greeters in the morning. They come and call me.
Yep. Griff's my chef. He's not taking one culinary arts class. That's none of your concern.
What did he make for you last
crust
week?
the way
None
he
of your
likes
concern.
I cut the crust. I poured the water at the right angle.
Like it's a wine dude, just like
Lee's my electrician. Where's his classifications? You don't need to worry about that.
yeah.
I plugged in his computer in just the right way.
Yes, exactly.
It cut right on. See that? I did my job.
Ever since I hired Lee, I have yet to lose internet service.
Look, I'm gonna be like this. I hired Scott as my barber. Scott's my barber.
He can't mess up.
Just make me bald. Go.
And that's why the people show up, guys. Haha, we're entertaining. Thanks for joining Nerds with Swag. This is Nerdz Rambling. Thanks to Scott. Let's do the poet. Griffin Louisville G. Peace. Nerd Gang. Gil.